So I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit nervous about today because this is a kit that I put on the back burner for a really long time. It's the MG Heavy Arms.
Okay, but why the, I guess, apprehension?
I remember I got stuck on his heavy arms. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what I did wrong. So I'm hoping that maybe the break away from it will help me a little bit.
How did the transformation on the Brave Redeem?
Radine. Yeah, it was interesting. It looks interesting. It's still transformed in the box.
Okay, good. Does this did it work? Did we
yeah.
add that extra layer of glue? I don't know.
And Big Cass, thank you so much for 6 months. That is crazy. And Banana Kid, welcome. I love your bread. He always has banana bread in the chat. So, Kid, I don't know if you're following Joe, but please do, because Joe is fantastic. He's a great friend, and great streamer, great kit basher. Goodness.
Speaking of which, IBR, check it out. Kami finally sent it in. The what did we call this? Mark II Kitty, Titans Kitty, or RX Kitty. Sorry, Neon's kit bash is finally come on in. Looks fucking sick.
Looks so good.
And I remember, I forget which one of your followers it was, Oblique. The last time we did the co-stream, but one of them posted a link of all their backlog, and they had a specific kit that I saw, a conversion kit specifically.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh man, I want to know how that looks. I ended up buying it myself.
Nice.
I don't have the kit yet because it's stuck, or it's mid-flight right now, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
But so I bought the conversion kit for the Gaia Gundam,
Ooh.
and it turns into a kitty.
Oh my gosh, how does that work? How does it squeeze together like that?
I don't know, it's gonna be interesting because everything's in like another language, as most kits are. There are pictures, but it's the worst photocopy of instructions I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, that kind of looks like a reprint of a booklet that somebody did, like off of their printer.
It seems like it. And then the parts, unfortunately, are not in the colors, which most resin kits normally aren't.
Mm-hmm.
But the last time I bought one, it was, so I was hoping it'd be, but it wasn't. So that's gonna be interesting whenever I get to that.
Yeah. Okay. And Banana says that they started watching you when you were doing your tequila, so that's cool.
Hey.
Love that kit.
So that one actually is already what do you call it? Top coated. I don't know if I want to panel line it though, because of what happened with the top coat. So we'll see. It's technically done. Just panel line would be the last thing.
Wait. So what happened with the top coat?
So because of my whole neighbor and being very not liking me doing stuff on the balcony, I decided.
Oh my gosh.
I decided to try just do it in a box in my room. I'm like, it's top coat, right? It's not the worst thing to smell in my room.
Mm-hmm.
But because I had a small box, I was this close, and so then it pooled the top coat on the one section. I'm like, oh, and I tried to just quickly jab it off, and then it reactivated the paint, and then I smeared the paint on all of this kit, and then I'm like, oh no, what just happened? Like, why did I do that? So I had to repaint it, and I don't know if you can tell, but I had to use the last of this paint, and it's kind of slightly off color because that was what was left in the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
But I got it to somewhat okay condition. So then I top coated it at a distance, and then I'm like, okay, I'll never do that again. And I'm like, it's what it is.
Well, first of all, I'm sorry that you have such a grumpy neighbor. That really stinks.
Mm-hmm.
And I get what you're saying now, because with panel lining that'd be hard if so many things were pooling up, like to actually get into the divots and stuff.
So I don't know if I want to do it. So it looks cool.
Yeah,
as is.
It looks fantastic.
Definitely panel lining would add that extra oomph. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'm tempted to just send it to Kami. I'm like, Kami, you just deal with this. I'll pay you the money.
Do your magic.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, you could do maybe some marker, very gently. I don't know.
We'll see. I mean, that's also what I was thinking about instead of dry brushing, because I do have the real touch markers for Gunpla, but I'm not sure if that would work. But we'll see.
So, which kit are you working on today?
I am working on the GNX. Some people pronounce it the Jinx,
Hmm.
which I get why you would do that, from the Double O series. The very first iteration of it, I guess, like the Mark One, if you want to say. And I always thought it was a very interesting design. I just didn't realize how big certain parts of it were. Like it has big hands, like like Barbados like looking
Yeah,
hands,
those are big hands.
right? And then like the legs, like super long, super long. Let me see if I put the Shining Gundam up to it. Like
Oh yeah.
it is a tall kit, like probably new Gundam size, maybe
Hmm.
even what's that? The unicorn? Not maybe not unicorn, but it's big. Um, and I'm definitely painting this. I'm actually asking Angelo to paint this with his hand brushing skills for miniatures, because I asked him on his last
Nice.
stream. I'm like, hey, can you use that on a Gunpla? He's like, just send me the kit. I'm like, oh, okay, bet, done. So
So Banana Kid is asking, how do real touch markers work?
they're essentially just markers, like 100% markers. However, you get 2 points to it. You got the very fine tip,
Hmm.
fine tip, and then the thicker end, which is like
Gotcha.
a nice flat, like versus a regular marker. It's a nice flat way to color things. I actually did color I colored in an entire Gunpla with real marker.
Wow.
and,
It
and I was like,
lasted for the whole kit?
I mean, it did, but like you had to do it in like multiple layers because like it's a marker. So I let it dry and then add another layer. And I just kept going like that. It was a tall geese I colored. Number tall geese 2, the blue one.
Mhm.
But anyways, how about yourself? Oblique, what's on today's
So this is the MG Heavy Arms, the Endless Waltz version that I started long ago, back during the Elton John times. And since then, I was stuck on the arms. So I'm hoping maybe you can help me. I don't know. I'll try to figure it out.
Okay, I was gonna say like what is the actual issue though? Like
I don't know. I think there was a part that wasn't going down far enough on the arm, I think. And also, Angelo, Joe was just talking about you. He was talking about asking you to paint one of his kits. Thank you so
This-
much for resubscribing. And folks, if you're not following Angelo, please do.
Ange, how are you, man? Good morning. Or is it, I guess, technically evening? Depends if you worked last night. Good morning, though. Good morning. But yes, guys, if you're not following Ange is a great miniature painter in the community. Great personality, lovable person, loves to talk, and I enjoy his conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you check him out. Mine's going to be a little bit more involved here.
And I don't know why my booklet is open on the legs, because I know I did not get that far. Don't know what happened. Sniffer says for the arms, if I'm not using if brute force does not work, I'm not using enough of it. I'll
Not
try.
wrong.
I'll try. So before we went live, you were telling me that you went to go see Black Widow,
Yes.
and you enjoyed it. Thought it was okay.
I thought it was okay. But the one thing you have to keep in mind, it's I guess period piece would be an incorrect term, but it is a period piece technically, because it's not after all the movies we've just seen. It takes place like before, in the middle, and then after like Endgame and all the other Marvel movies. So
Gotcha.
that's like one of
Okay.
those things you got to keep in mind, because there is a time skip and like a flashback, but they don't necessarily tell you like that's happening. It's just something to keep in mind.
Okay. Yesterday, I saw the first 2 episodes of the He-Man remake on Netflix. Have you seen it yet?
So I did. I have my own
Uh-oh.
thoughts on it. No, because okay, so it's not a spoiler if you've seen the teaser and trailer, but that whole teaser and trailer is like the first episode, and so like I felt like you kind of ruined it after you see it in the teaser, especially with the song oh my god, Bonnie Tyler's I Need a Hero. Once you
Mhm.
hear that and then you see the scene, I'm like, wait, you just took the whole episode and put it in a teaser. I'm like, oh man, come on, Netflix. That was a little disappointing, but
Gotcha. Well,
yeah. What did you think? What did you think? First episode?
I feel like my opinion's going to be kind of tricky because He-Man wasn't really on TV when I was a kid,
Mhm.
which might tell a little bit of an age difference, but I thought it was good. Like, from what I saw, it felt like classic while also still being new. And I think the voice acting was really good.
Oh, it's on point. Mark
Yeah.
Hamill.
Mm-hmm.
But the animation's on point for sure. And
Yeah.
like, I did grow up with He-Man.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I guess I didn't own any of the toys. I had one VHS that I watched nonstop as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, it doesn't have that cheesy flair of the original, because that was an '80s cartoon, right? It was all for toys. I mean,
They're
this
not-
is still for toys.
They're not
but,
brave
like,
enough.
Yeah. But it was still entertaining. Like, the whole series is entertaining. I could see what they were trying to aim for, but I can also see, like, there's been some backlash on some decision making in the show.
Gotcha.
Again, I'm not like a huge He-Man fan. I did enjoy the show, and I love the reboot they did in 2000. So I can see why people are kind of like this, like, what are you doing, kind of thing. But again, I can see both sides to this.
Yeah.
Is it still entertaining? Of course. But it's definitely not what I thought it was going into it. Which again, not necessarily a bad thing, but at the same time, they've ruined the first episode for me after realizing it's the whole entire teaser.
Right,
So,
right.
So I'm like, damn.
Well, Brian Reboot says, I loved He-Man growing up, which is awesome, and I think the toys that I saw are pretty great too. And Brian, if you're not already following Joe, that is who I'm spending time with today. He's a great kit basher, which basically means taking at least 2 kits and throwing them together to make your own. And Banana said the movie Black Widow ruined Taskmaster, and they're mad at Marvel.
I mean, I can see why. I can see why. Again, it's one of those things. I understand why they did it, and I understand why people don't necessarily like it, but I can see it. I can see it. Well, thanks, Brian, for the follow. Grab yourself a cup of Joe, kick up your feet. You're in Jemama's house now.
Nice. Brian also streams, does a lot of, oh my god, what are they called? I'm gonna ruin the acronym. Shmups? Like shoot 'em ups?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, arcade stuff, yep. I wanted to say schlumps, and I'm like, that's not right.
All good. And IBR, I think we all need a little bit of a cup of Joe this morning to get get going. Or
downloading morning energy.
More drink you need.
David, thanks for the help check.
What's it called? Do you also play cute 'em ups? Have you heard of that term too? It's basically shooters, but like cutesy shooters. So like, so it's bullet hell shooters, but it's like with a cute aesthetic to it.
Gotcha.
Oh, there you go. There you go, Brian. I respect that.
Cute 'em ups, yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I think David is trying to ask what my, is it pronounce or pronouns? I'm not sure which one you're looking for. Pronounce is obviously oblique. Pronouns, I do prefer they, them, but I'm okay with whatever. Which is fine. So this is the part that I'm stuck on here. I think I couldn't get this white piece to go down far enough on this gray piece. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. It's been so long.
Mecca Jamaica! Hey, welcome on in. Good morning. Is it morning? Is it morning? Well, good morning. I love that we have a wide variety of community all over. So I always say good morning or good evening or possibly night.
Hello, wherever you are.
Exactly. Welcome on in. How you doing? Obviously, we're doing another co-stream with Oblique. Wait, where's the camera?
Hello.
Oblique. Oh yes, it's morning. And if you haven't checked out Oblique, make sure you check out Oblique. If I can just get my, there we go. When you don't have a mod and you have to do things yourself.
Yeah, Brian says it's 10 p.m.
Oh, there you go. That would. So, Brian, what you're saying is you're in the future.
Mm-hmm.
This one, this is all Oblique and Perseus. They figured this out, and it's an amazing idea. It's brilliant, just absolutely brilliant.
Just passing on the knowledge. That's all.
Oh, Gambit, cuz it's been forever, man. Nick, welcome on in. Yeah, honestly, fun fact, Gambit, is that this is for you. This is your kit bash in honor of you, sir. It's not even gonna be a kit bash. It's gonna be a custom though, because I know your GNX had an issue, and we talked about this. Go welcome on in, man. It's been forever. Co-streaming is a great concept, says Mecha Jamaica.
Awesome.
I'm truly on. Yeah, Gambit, man. I've known you for how many months now? It's been a year. Our silver anniversary. Is it silver for 6 months?
Silver anniversary.
It's coming up.
Aw.
It's 8 a.m., Joe. Why so early? Because I wanted to co-stream with my friend Oblique.
Hello. You know what they say. Early bird gets the worm.
Oh. I was trying to guess before you said it. I'm like, what the fuck
Oh,
could it
oops.
be? It's all good. It's 6 a.m. Oh, Gambit. My heart. I'm loving the kit so far. We'll be finishing it up tonight to IBR. How did you like that? Oh, Otori kit. Nice. So having built both Oblique, or multiple scales, actually, have you built an SD kit?
I have. I have 2 of them.
Oh, there you go.
The Death Scythe and I think the Unicorn? One of them?
So having built that, I guess Perfect Grade's probably the only thing you haven't touched, right?
And Real Grade, I have one. I haven't opened it yet.
Okay. I was gonna say, out of those, what are you liking so far? I guess if you got to pick.
I think it's so hard because I feel like HGs are like the bread and butter. Like if I want to have a great time with a kit and just be really happy with the results, HG is like the way to go. Also, I feel like they have the best price point.
That's fair.
Yeah. MGs, they're fun, you know, because they're such a big scale, but sometimes I get confused. With how complex they are, I get confused.
Is that like the issue, what we're talking about right now?
Yeah. So we'll figure it out. Slowly but surely. And what about you? I know that you're big into HGs because of the conversion factor, right?
Yes, it's a lot easier to build kit bashes out of an HG. The parts are like pretty much almost like that or that toy line Bionicle, where you just everything just mixed together.
Yeah.
Although apparently with enough effort you can make an RG work, but I don't know if I want to try that. That's expensive, 1, and 2, the parts can easily break. So we'll see.
No, I was gonna ask if you'd done that before.
I've only seen one person sort of kit bash. They took the backpack from the Destiny RG and they put it onto an HG Vidar and it looked really nice. That was Jose.
Oh, very cool.
Is Joe the Worm hilarious?
Well, I was like taking my time with that because I was trying to think of a way to make a Gunpla-esque and I couldn't. I was like, the early builder gets the... I don't know. Can't think of anything.
The Plamo, I don't know, too.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of anything. It's 6 a.m. for me. I'm crawling with worms then. Oh, Gambit. Yeah, and if you F it up, you don't throw it away. Yeah, it's $50. That's the whole thing with RGs. You can't throw it away. Although someone broke I think it was a shoulder piece of their RG. It was Boros broke his, and then he just sent pictures. He's like, well, it's in the custom pile now, and I'm like,
dang.
Yeah.
Yes, and Banana, I'm very aware that I'm still on the arms. This is gonna take a bit.
We're doing the torso. That's what we're doing. I think it's this one. Is there any? Are you aware of the restock list for Gunpla kits that'll be coming out in August?
I was not aware. Please inform me. What do you mean?
So, like, Bandai will eventually come out with a list of the kits that they're printing.
Nice.
That that'll to tell you like, oh, these are coming back in stock.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I'm a little bit mad, but I'm okay with it because one of those kits is the Farsia.
Aww.
And I'm like, what? And it's $10 American.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, oh, come on. Like, what is that? So a lot of age kits are coming out from what I saw. Some UC kits, but like the age stuff is what stuck out to me. I'm like, damn. Well, then doesn't Joe look like the fool?
It's so hard to tell with that kind of stuff. You know, you never know if it's actually going to come back, and you don't want to miss it. I get it.
It is. Wait, did I miss a step? Oh no, I hate when they do that. They just show you it already done, and you're
Mm-hmm.
like, "Where's the step where you tell me to put it together?" Like, no, it's just okay.
And Rusted Nick, have good breakfast. Let us know what you get. I would love to know.
It's in the Sakura Discord under. I don't know if you can see it. He might not have posted it public. I'm pretty sure he did. Addy was like mentioning it all yesterday. The restock list, the Sakura Discord. Um,
Banana says, might get the MG Shenlong because it doesn't have an HD yet. RIP Shenlong.
this is true. This is true. I'm really surprised they didn't bring that out first out of all the Gundam wing kits, because the Build Divers had a Ultron, which is the upgraded form of it, of the Shenlong. And you think that would have been the next one to come out, but no, they jumped to Sandrock and then Heavy Arms and Death Sight. Then you're like, no love for Wu Fei.
I think I may see part of my problem.
So what have you discovered? What has been the underlying issue?
It might be too much of a nub because I'm terrible at cutting stuff.
That is fair.
How do you prevent some nub marks from happening? What's your technique?
I do what you're not supposed to do.
Yes, go on.
I cut really close to the part, as close as I can, or I asked Raven to borrow his God Hands, which also helps with the nub issue. But ultimately, I still get nubs. But what I've learned is I do the most of the bulk work with the nail file, and then if I want a more finer look after, because sometimes I go too rough with the nail file, then I just use I'm pretty sure this is 220 grit sandpaper and smoothen it out.
Nice. Well, I did it, Joe. I'm proud.
Yeah.
And also, yes, Innervate's here says, yes, two of my favorite Gunpla streamers. Welcome, Innervate. And B's here too. Welcome, B. Hope you're having a great day. Let us know what you're up to. You're doing mini golf today, right?
I can do it. I got the heart. Wait, where's the camera? Got the heart.
You've been practicing.
I have.
Let me see.
Mecha Jamaica says HD kit bashes are easiest, especially if the kits come from the same series. It's true.
Gotcha.
Just like how I missed out on the RG full armor unicorn. Not my fault though. That's fair. That kit's got to be massive though. The unicorn's very big, very big.
Is it?
It's so like if I were to say I can use an example. We can use the Tequila Gundam here. If this is your new Gundam, like Amuro's upgraded suit from the RX, and then like a regular Grandpa Gundam is like slightly smaller like this, the unicorn stands like another like foot taller than this
wow,
one.
that's pretty cool.
It's a big kid.
Yeah.
It's a big
So B is asking how the two of us are doing. I'm doing great. I don't want to speak on Joe's behalf, but I'm doing great.
You could totally do it. Just push me aside. Like, this camera goes out here. No, I'm fine. I'm doing great. I'm on the tail end of my vacation, so just trying to enjoy the last bits of it.
Yeah, and B says, camping. First gotta sober up. B, what were you up to?
All fun. Sounds like to me it's a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the best part, Oblique. I just
Yeah.
reminded myself when we're talking about drinking. is the karaoke hostess that normally runs the karaoke at the bar I go to just start putting up like announcements will be happening soon. We're coming back.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
yes.
awesome. Are you still gonna have your Discord karaoke night?
Of course.
Nice.
Apparently there might be one sometime in August because my roommate is going away.
Oh, okay. That's the best time to do it, right?
Well, I mean, because she is the one that goes to sleep early, so that's why I always don't like doing it like super late. She goes to bed like at a reasonable adult time. Unlike me. Good times. Good times though.
B says, Joe is great. Way too much fun. So glad I could help.
Hey.
And Banana says, for that Build Divers Altron kit, I'm pretty sure that it was using the same exact mold as the HDAC Wing Gundam.
I'm 100%, because you got the weapons from the Wing Gundam in the same box. It's great. I love it for that. If anything, just for that, I love it.
So do you remember like roughly how many kits you've made so far?
Um, if I take a general estimate here, that's probably 15. That's probably 30. Probably 40. Maybe another 15 there. 55. We're looking at 60.
Wow.
Maybe 70, 74. Probably 80. Count the ones outside. Probably almost 100.
Nice.
That's just a very generous estimate.
So since you've been doing so many, do you notice like some of those repeat components or parts?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Because you look at the box when you're done, you're like, what is all these extra? And you start shaking it around, like, what are these extra runners for? Like, what am I using? Why is this in here? But you'll notice, like, on the instructions, they actually tell you with the X, like, you don't need these parts. But I'm like, but what are these parts?
Right.
Also, if you can read the Japanese characters, it'll tell you what kit it's from, actually. And then it's one of those things you don't realize because I haven't practiced reading in like years, so I don't know anything anymore. But definitely most of the wing line has a lot of similar parts. The IBO kit's 100%. All of them use almost the same inner frame, so it's generally
Interesting.
the same parts.
Huh.
The new Gundam RG with the funnels is barely smaller than most MGs, so that's what we're talking about. Jesus, Joe, I've barely broken 20. IBR, I mean, you gotta remember, half of these are from high school, so like, I don't really count though.
And thank you so much for the follow, Gambit. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yes, guys, remember, it's a co-stream, so if you're not checking out Oblique, make sure you check out Oblique. Also has a drawing request option.
Oh yeah. Did you hear about the upcoming stream?
Celebration? I just heard celebration, but I'm not sure the details.
Oh, okay. So, you know that I tend to do like 12-hour long streams when stuff happens, like different milestones. So, for 300 follows, I'm going to be dressing up as Bob Ross and doing a 12-hour art stream.
Right, that's right. We're going to paint some happy little clouds. Is that
yes,
what's happening?
but I have a huge watercolor paper, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw like a mural of all of the channel redemptions, doodle redemptions.
Nice.
It's gonna be so hard.
Oh, that's gonna be so cool though. It's such a cool idea.
It's gonna be hard though, because I counted. We have like 100 drawings, and I'm like, uh-oh.
I'm excited for you. That's gonna be great.
Yeah, it'll be good.
And when can people in chat catch you on this celebratory stream?
I don't know. I have to pick a day, but I'll put it on my schedule and in the Discord for sure.
What do we got? Gunpla friends. Oh.
Aw. I don't want to insult Joe.
Oh, I mean, please insult me so. It's fine. It's fine. Let's do this. And Mecha Jamaica, I think I have a bad habit of wanting to do a custom on every kit. I mean, I don't blame you, man, because sometimes you see a kit and you're like, if it only had this, it might be a little bit better. And then that just goes down a whole rabbit hole. Oh, Mecha Jamaica, if you hadn't seen, this was the kit bash for Gunpla Neon that I collabed with Canadian Kamipla. Hey, Bleep!
Bleep is here.
I love that, no dice.
No dice? I know, when we were talking about your experience with Fallout, I was thinking about that. I was like, oh man.
That's happened. It's happened. And then I failed the speech check. I'm like, now I gotta go around and kill a bunch of people. I'm like, alright, let's go. And then Kami sent this with the kit as well.
That was so good.
That's kind of what I want to try and do on the edges of, I mean, that's obviously airbrush, of the hexadecimal thing, but we'll see.
Alright, don't mind me. Unless you're drawing too?
No, I will leave this one to you, because I explained yesterday my issues with drawing on chat. No, I mean, like, okay, so as an artist, is there any part of humanoid drawing that you find the hardest to draw? That was
all
the question.
All of it.
Like, if you had to pick, like, for Itchy was hair, right? So, like,
hair is hard, and I think I've said it before, but I had an art teacher that was like, hair's not a hat, and I'm like, okay, but how do you do the hair then? Like, doing every strand is going to be so hard. How do you do it?
And I just remember when Itchy asked me, just right away I was like, boobs. What? I go, boobs. I can't draw boobs very well. I'm like, I can't get the proportions. It looks weird. I go, I
Hmm.
hate when it's the female form. I go, I am horrible at it. So that's why I usually just do it like up here, and then we're good. Like this
Gotcha.
part right here. Hands I can get away with because I make like a mitten, like a
Mm-hmm.
mitten, so I don't get the digits, just the mitten. And then feet. Who needs feet? They got shoes or
Yeah.
boots, and then or you just do like I said, the bust up, and we're good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I draw. Which kit is that? So that's a mixture of the Shia Quant and Titans Mark II RX Gundam, but done in the Titans color, because that was how Neon made his mascot, and so we tried to replicate it in HG form. That's exactly how I started painting. Ooh, this could use a little color here, a little there, and F it, paint it all. So hard. IBR says feet is the hardest to draw for him.
I think hands are tough too.
And toes always look doofy for him.
Toes.
That's why I said digits. Anything digits is like
Mhm.
I just do a rounded curve and we're good. Joe, I have a question. What kits do you think would be used to make a custom Exodia? Ooh. See, if we're talking HD, your whole lineup is open in that case. But Exodia, you need a bulky kit, a big bulky kit. So I'm thinking you probably have to look at a Xeon kit for the body. Maybe the Messer might be a good choice actually. The Messer is more modern and it just came out and it's pretty big. The head though is the head you'd have to customize. There's no way you can get around the head. Unless you can get that I know it's slightly cheating, but if you can get that action figure of the Egypt Gundam from G Gundam, you can use the head on that as the base. Gambit says, I was told to draw the shape of the hair, then erase the strands.
Hmm.
And then IBR's cheat to drawing hands is with like the praying hand tattoos, but I hate having to draw feet. I feel like you should have a drawing option on your channel then, IBR, and then we can see what's up.
Yeah.
What's up there? Oh, you guys kill me. Anyways.
Oh,
But,
oh, sorry. Go
sorry.
ahead.
I was gonna say, Banana Kid, if you do that, I would love to see, like, you do the work to put it together, because I think that'd be really cool. Sorry, you were saying?
Oh no, you're good. I just wanted to make sure we followed up on that question. I got distracted. Oops.
No worries. That is one thing I will say. I got that happened to me yesterday. Was I got really into the drawing, and I'm like, oh right, there's people.
That's what happens.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Oh. It all started with Headphone Junkie asking me to draw a gangster kitty, Hello Kitty, and then I'm like, okay, how does this work? I'm like, this is pretty good actually. I'm like, oh, brass knuckles, the little gangster hat. I'm like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to head to the market, so have a great stream. Mecha Jamaica, take it easy. Thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna shout you out. Guys, Mecha Jamaica is also another great builder in the community. Does amazing painted work. I love his Barbados. It was awesome.
Thanks for seeing us, Mecca. Hope you have a good day.
There you go. I mean, maybe future. I'm trying to work on my calligraphy. Ooh, that's very interesting. Fair enough, Banana Kid. Fair enough. So take me through the creative process here, Oblique.
Oh gosh, well,
what goes through your mind as you're like, I gotta draw two people sitting at the table?
I mean, I don't know. It's looking okay so far. Very, very sketchy. It's when we get to the details that's gonna be tough. But here's me on the left. Here's you on the right. Here's our booklets. I want to have you like, I don't know, maybe have your arm up in the air, holding your kit triumphantly, like, yatta! We have done it.
Oh.
That's what Gunpla's all about.
Oh man.
Hand on hip. I don't know if you do that often, but in this picture you will be.
It's all good. I love creative license, creative freedom. I don't put it together. Weird. Let me.
Let's see.
There you go. I'm digging it. I am digging it.
Oh, good.
It reminds me, the rough sketch reminds me of, remember Batman, the animated series?
Mm-hmm.
When he comes out of the shadows, that's the very pose he does. And then
Oh, yeah. I could see that. Oh, Banana, you had such a great idea. We should do that then. Okay. High five it is.
You're gonna be high fiving. Oh,
Yeah, that's a better idea.
like the Gunpla we're holding our high fiving to.
That might be a little tough, but we'll try. 'Cause that's what it's all about, right?
It's all good.
And that's the thing too. It's like with, these redemptions, you never know what people are going to ask for, and it challenges you in a certain way, and it just makes drawing so much fun.
For sure. The last one I was working on, but we didn't get time to finish, was Are you familiar with Nathan in my channel?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, can you draw me licking your mug? And I'm like,
I could try.
I can definitely give it a try, and it's funny. I mean, I did it's not even done yet. I just started doing the head. I'm like, this is what it is, man. Like,
Aww.
I already have it as a redemption, and after having it a couple times, I realized I need a little work. Fair enough.
I was gonna say, Banana is asking how many doodles can be redeemed in one stream. There's no limit per stream, it's just once every 30 minutes, I believe, which I feel like I get so into the drawings lately that I'll be done and somebody else will be like, again! I'm like, oh!
It happens. It happens. So that's also goes to you, Innervate, who had the perfect doodle idea, but it's out of stock. It's a timer thing. And I agree with Brian. Your doodles come to life.
Oh gosh, thanks so much. We'll see how good we look in this one. I might mess this up completely, but that's okay.
Oh, I mean, when I had to draw Rainbow Man for that Rainbow Man fan art, that's why I did Chibi, because I'm like, I can't draw Ray.
Gotcha.
Just gonna do Chibi face.
Belle the sheep is here. How's it going, Belle? Hope you're having a good day.
Hello. Do you remember? It's an old show. It was done as a comedy sketch for like talk shows with what is his name? What is that actor's name? Martin Short.
Gotcha.
He played Jiminy Glick. And he loved Juke Tubes. I don't know if you remember that one. No. Okay.
That's okay though. I'll gladly listen.
I mean, my sister used to watch it all the time, and I guess the only reason I'm bringing it up is because like he always said this one line, and I'm just like, man, that'd be good for a sound clip, I think. And it was just like, time for Jube Jubes. It's dumb. It's so dumb, but anyways. Oh, you remember IBR? All right. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I can't remember anything beyond the Jube Jube line, but like he couldn't sit in his chair too. Like he's playing like a very I don't know what the term is, but like he can't sit still. So he's just like, so tell me, Oblique, what are you drawing today? And you just be like, the guests, it'd be real guests too. They'd be like, oh. It's like, oh, that's amazing. Now, time for Jube Jubes. And you just have a big bowl of Jube Jubes that he would just eat out of. Like,
I'm going to have to look this up now because it sounds amazing.
Oh, Bleep. You remember? Okay, I'm not crazy, right? Like, that's what happened, right? Glick. That's right. It was, he played the character Glick. It was on Comedy Central. It was very much comedy for people who are super into comedy. It was good, though. I enjoyed it, from what I can remember. Martin Short is a comedian's comedian.
Comedian. And Belle says, still having weird sleep issues, but alive and here. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm doing good. How about you, Joe?
I'm doing fantastic. My arms have stopped hurting from the gym.
Hooray.
For 2 days, I was like, just walking through the house. Like,
ow.
Like I can't put my arm down. When we were playing, no, Pokemon Unite was fine, but I started playing Minecraft after offline, and then your normal position when you're playing with keyboard and mouse, my left arm was so sore because it was already sore from the gym, and it was like in that position for like 30 minutes. I'm like, oh man, gotta stretch this out. Oh,
Felt like it got stuck for a bit.
but I'm doing good. Doing good.
And Joe, you have such nice hair. I don't want to like
Well, I mean,
do it a
it's
disservice.
It's not so nice now, but I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Let's see. Go back, go back. I don't know. Is Pokemon Unite getting released on mobile?
I think they're planning to release it on PC later. I'm not 100% sure. I know there's another platform, but for now they do Switch first to give it the first priority. Because they were talking about it last night, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Joerinferno, what? Oops. Joe got stuck. Is it the second one? I'm not sure what we're talking about. Oh, okay. Mobile release in August. That's the
Gotcha.
one.
Cool.
There you go. I love Charizard, but that's only because it's the only one I've been playing so far. I'm sure there'll be other ones. I'm surprised Blastoise wasn't in the original release, but we'll see. There you go. iOS and Android are getting Pokemon Unite.
Very cool. Oh, dang. What are you
Have to
doing?
get back to work. Everyone enjoy the rest of the stream. Bleep.
Oh, Bleep, have a good one. Hopefully work's been okay. Elderglass is king. Yeah, Bleep has been, like, really killing it as a Elderglass.
I hear, like, that and Cramorant are, like, top tier, I guess. Is that the term? Top tier users use those Pokemon. Oh, no. Where is my window? So I can do the thing. I got Greninja right off the bat. Oh, IBR. Lucky. I got Charizard, Slowbro, and that Zora, whatever, that legendary one. Whatever it's called.
So, Banana's asking which ones you have access to when you first start the game. So there's the Elderglass. There's... who else? I can't remember. There's some bird. Can't remember.
Talonflame? Talonflame? The fire one is Talonflame.
Mhm.
Venusaur. I'm pretty sure that you only get a, like... because mine was Charizard off the bat. And then you get, like, a free card. The legendary whose name I don't remember. It's electric something. Looks like a cat. You get that free because the game launched. If you get it now, I think. And then Slowbro was my second one. I don't know how I got that. It was like I think you got it as points. I bought the $20 pack. Oh, IBR. Got Lucario, Greninja, and a couple of others.
Oh, well, Brian is gonna head out. Viewers catching up. Just wanted to stop by and say hi. Haven't seen you in a while. Well, Brian, thank you so much for stopping by. Super appreciate it. And I always appreciate your streams too. They're very relaxing despite all the action going on the screen.
I look
They're always
forward to
good.
catching your streams, Brian. Have a great day. Oh,
All right.
have a great sleep. There you go. Zera Aura. That's it. That's the one. Oblique that I don't know. That
Gotcha.
legendary. But phone's gonna die. Gotta eat and charge me back in a few. Hey, IBR. No problem, man. Do your thing. In case I can't get it.
I don't know what's going on in this picture. But anyway, B says, getting ready for camping. Sorry, not as talkative. B, don't worry about it. Glad you're here. No worries, no obligation. But everyone, Oblique and Joe are great.
Aww.
Jeez. Thank you so much. Follow them. Their Twitch channels, not in real life. Appreciate that clarification.
Yes, you gotta put that disclaimer out. You never know.
Hey, never know. Alright, I think we're ready for like a for real layer. Let's see.
Layers are key, by the way. I've learned. I was talking to Oblique earlier. Layers. when drawing on tablets. I guess drawing in general on PCs or what have you, layers are key. You make a mistake, get rid of the layer. And also, on my end, if you're not following B, you should be. B's an excellent streamer and very. I love her streams. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna read it for you. Go check out the stream.
I gave you a really big bicep.
It's a lie, everybody. No, I'm just kidding. Oh.
So we were talking about your last podcast that you had where you talked about The Legend of Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
This week I got a chance to play the Skyward Sword HD
Controls
re-release.
With emotion or non-motion?
Non-motion. I know it wasn't originally meant to be that way. So I was like, I wonder how they're gonna do this. And at first it was really weird. I'm like, why? Why, are the buttons this way? But after you play for a while and start to get all the controls, then you see that it makes sense. It's a little clunky, but it works, especially because I'm lazy. Like when I'm playing a game, I don't want to be swinging my arms or anything. I just want to sit.
Fair enough. I mean, like when I played it on the Wii originally with the controls, I wasn't exactly a fan of it either because like it wasn't precise as that was the first time they had the Wii Motion Plus, I think, but it wasn't as precise as I'd like it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And having played the previous Zelda games, it was really weird not to have just controls to go back on. It's kind of how I feel about Metroid Prime. It's really weird not using controls, but I still thought. How far did you get? Like, a better question.
Going
to uncharted territory.
Yeah, I honestly haven't gotten too far with it. I'm trying to think. I did like the first like main story component of it, so like finding your birdie and seeing all that.
Okay, so then I can probably ask this question. Okay, well, birder question first. A pre question to the question.
Okay.
What Zelda games have you played before this one?
Oh, Wind Waker, and Link's Awakening,
Nice.
and Breath of the Wild. I know there's still so many that I have to get through.
Okay, so then my question to you is, based on what you know and what you've played, would you not say this is probably the first, maybe only Legend of Zelda game where they actually hint at some kind of a romance between the two?
Yeah.
That was my impression. And I don't know how your experience is going to go, but for me, the story is what kept me going in this game versus the mechanics, because we just talked about how motion controls are kind of like whatever at this point. But the story is probably one of the first Zelda games that I wanted to know what happened, so I pushed through like the mechanics that I wasn't a fan of. So, and I think it's because of that setup that I was very like, okay, I want to see how this ends.
Yeah.
So when you get to your ending of your playthrough, I would like to do a follow-up and see what your thoughts are, because I think it's very interesting.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah. And I think it's just a pretty relaxed setting. Like, I think the combat is pretty easy so far and pretty good.
Nephilim, welcome on in.
Hey, Nephilim. How's it going? And Bell Sheep said, follow them, give them money and sub. Oh, God. Give them all your worldly possessions, kill and die for them. Bell, please no. Calm down. Calm down. Sacrifice baby things in their honor and drink from the battles of victory. Banana also says, I got bored yesterday and decided to play Super Mario Odyssey again. Had 300 power moons when you started. You had 500 at the end of the day. That is awesome, though.
Nice. I haven't sat down personally and played a full. Okay, I know my pronunciation's weird. I've been called out on it.
It's okay.
Oops. I don't even remember what I say now. I'm gonna say Mario. It's probably not. Or is it Mario? People say Mario, right?
Yeah, you usually say Mario.
Okay, so I don't know why I say Mario. It's probably because I have a DM whose name is Mario and he calls himself Mario. So
no, you usually say Mario. I think most people say Mario.
That's it. Mario.
Yeah.
That's it. Sorry. So I say Mario. I'm not really sure where that comes from. I'll be completely honest. Growing up, I don't know why, but I will say Mario. and Mario is the way it's supposed to be. Especially if you watch the I'm gonna say it twice. Mario Brothers movie, and then have you seen that?
I have
The live
not.
action.
I know it's supposed to be, I'm not going to say good, but maybe really interesting.
It's one of those. It's so bad, it's good because like the
Mm-hmm.
time has made it like more approachable, I guess. And
I
there's this one
see.
part. It doesn't spoil the movie, but explains why they're called the Mario Brothers or Mario Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
They get taken to prison, and you have to give your name. So Mario comes up. He's like, "What's your name?" He's like, "It's Mario." Okay, what's your first name? Mario. What? Get out of here, Joker. What about you? What's your name? Luigi. Finally, last name Mario. What? Yeah, Luigi, Mario, Mario, Mario. We're the Mario Brothers. And I'm like,
Wow.
what?
That's pretty good.
Just about to start work. All right, Neff. All right, I see you. Hopefully, the work day goes by really quick, or it's really easy. Sometimes we need those easy days.
Mm-hmm. So Belle's asking which Gunpla we're working on today. I have the MG Heavy Arm Endless Waltz that I've been putting off for a really long time. So I'm trying to get that done today.
And I am working on the high grade Jinx or GNX, depending on how your pronunciation. It came in a lot of kits I bought, and I'm like, all right, let's do that. I still have to build a Farsia, which, by the way, restocked in August. If you guys are interested in that kit for $10.
Mm-hmm. And Banana says it looks like you're flexing in this drawing, which I'm okay with.
I mean, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. It's just real life. No, I'm just kidding. Is art imitating real life, or is real life imitating art? Is it the picture of the cup of soup, or the cup of soup is the picture, or whatever that saying goes? I don't know. Nice. I'm about to get a. Yeah, that's where I'm talking about, Belle. You know exactly where I'm talking about, where it's coming from. Gambit enjoyed the Master Grade Heavy Arms.
Oh. Nice. Yeah, as soon as I get past his heavy arms, I think I'll be able to have more input. I just got stuck for a bit, that's all.
Oh!
HD.
HD with the sub 6 months. That is our silver, right? I'm pretty sure. Bronze? I don't know. What is that? Plastic? What'd you get me, HD? I'm kidding. Oh, come on, HD. How you doing, bro? Oh, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the co-stream. Oblique has been tasked with drawing a picture of Gunpla friends, i.e. ourselves.
I know, I'm taking forever.
But I hope you're having a good day. Gunpla friends! I feel like we should have decoder rings.
Hey HD, how's it going? Belle, told you guys that I went insane with my Gunpla ordering, yeah? Belle, I feel like that's you all the time. No offense. I love it. But what have you gotten recently?
And Joe, be quiet, I don't need another crisis. I mean, I also put a bunch of stuff in for that, I'm not gonna lie. So, we're on the same page! Banana Kid. Especially when I saw the $10 price tag, I'm like, even in Canada bucks, I'm like, that's pretty good. I'm like, man. And then I told Sabo, I'm like, yeah, can you just put me down for these? And then he's like, the Farsia, how many you want? Just one. I'm like, are you sure? I'm like, all right, fine, two, because you never know. You always got to get 2 of those kids. Just got back from the gym. My legs will be out of commission for the next couple of days. Is it because you've been running through my mind all day?
Aww.
No, but it's awesome you're back to the gym. We're all back to the gym. If you gym, some places are open. Be safe still. Be safe. That just means more time to stream, right, HD? Because you can't walk anywhere anyway. So let's just sit down and stream some stuff. You can plan out your what was it, channel? I forget what it's called, but that thing where we put in points and we pulled it in, and now you have to build a Barbados Lupus Rex on stream.
Oh, like the community
Goals, right?
goal,
Community
yeah.
goals? Yeah, so they had a community goal to do a build stream. And you can plan it out now because you got all the sitting time. Oh, that is a horrible cut, man. Okay.
What kind of shirt should I make you wear?
It's usually black long sleeves.
Perfect, because you're in a long sleeve. It's a V-neck, though.
Okay, it's all good. More time to get good at Unite. I mean, also good choice. HD says, "Hey Oblique."
Hey,
And
hey.
Bell says, "I have 132 different kits ordered. 45
Whoa.
in my backlog." Yeah, that's impressive. That's super impressive. I think only Angry Octopus might give you a run for your money on the amount of kits in the backlog.
I think so, too.
I have a spreadsheet to keep track. I would be interested in seeing that on your next stream, 100%. If you're willing to, of course. I'm already planning to get the Helios, Perfect Strike Freedom, and Grimoire. I got Grimoire for me too. That one looks like a sick IBO kit. I'm always about the death-looking ones, quote unquote, because the death scythe. Was there This is like going completely off topic, but so I'll tell you how I got to this thought. Oblique.
Okay.
Grimoire looks like death. I thought of death, and then I
Uh-huh.
thought of death from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure 2, if you remember
Mhm.
that one. And so I'm like, was there ever a movie like that where you enjoyed it so much, but like other people were like, why do you enjoy it so much? Like I guess a cult classic, but not before it was a cult classic.
Oh, gosh. That's such a hard question. I'm trying to think. Let me see. I mean, you've probably seen, oh my gosh. I'm like completely blanking in terms of what the movie is called, but it's, a comedy movie, but it's set to like a horror theme where, these two guys are like in the woods and there's this group of like college kids that are camping or whatever, and it seems like they're the murderers, but they're not, and they're just as scared as what's happening in the woods as the kids are. I'm trying to think.
Okay, that sounds like a lot of setup, so I need more information.
Uh-oh. I have to think. Oh no, I can't remember. But that one's really good. Whatever I'm thinking of.
That movie. Okay.
That one. How about you?
I actually have a few bad movies that I enjoy, but I think we've talked about on Neon's channel a couple times was the Street Fighter movie with Van Damme and Raul Julia.
Oh, okay.
It at the time was pretty bad, and everyone who watched it as a kid was kind of like, what is this? It's not Street Fighter. But in retrospect, now as an adult, I enjoy the stupid stuff they put in that movie.
Gotcha.
Just the one-liners alone are like what some of my favorite one-liners are. Just the setups for the lines. It's great. And you knew this is Raul Julia's last movie, but you knew he hammed it up because like he was having fun. When the actor hams it up in a bad movie, they know it's bad, so they're like, you know what, I'm gonna enjoy it.
I'm just gonna embrace it.
Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Batman movie where he's playing Mr. Freeze, he had to know that was like not gonna be one of the best Batman movies, so he just hammed it up with the one-liners. Time to kick some ice. You know what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. I'm like, oh my god.
Okay.
Arnold left there.
So 2 things. Belle hit the nail on the head. It's Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Oh, I've not seen that one. I actually
it's so
have not.
good. It's so good. And then you reminded me. So probably a movie that's not very good, but I still enjoy is Jingle All the Way.
Love that movie. Put that cookie down. Oh, and
remember, you're my favorite customer.
Oh, and his whole thing with Sinbad, the rivalry.
Yes.
I died, especially that part where there was like they go to the mall and they get a ticket to win.
Mm-hmm.
Or a ticket to buy. I think it's a ticket and you can buy the toy. I'm not entirely sure what it was. And then he gets knocked over and he's like, he got to, and they all start chasing after Sinbad. And the bomb and the gift. Oh god, that is a Christmas movie. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it for Christmas. It's great. Oh, I love that.
I always forget the name of the toy that he's supposed to be getting.
Turbo Man.
Turbo Man, yeah.
Turbo Man.
It's Turbo Man. And B says, gotta drive. Hope you two have a great stream. Well, B, thanks so much for stopping by. Have a fun day.
Yes, enjoy your camping. Or is it camping done? Going to camping, right?
Mm-hmm. Going to camping.
Have a good camping trip. Jingle All the Way is a great movie. You Just Chill, Turbo Man. Yeah. But nobody likes Booster. That's also what I remember.
Yeah.
Nobody likes you, Booster, and then all the kids start beating him up. Oh, where does this piece go? Clearly, I put it in the wrong spot. I did.
So have
Also,
you been?
sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Gambit. Just letting you know, this will be fully hand painted when it's done. So we'll see. Sorry, you were asking.
Oh, Banana, thanks for the hydrate. What was I asking? What anime have you been watching lately?
So I've been watching a lot. There's a lot of isekais out right now, which is I didn't realize how many are out. And some of them have a decent setup, but then it turns into a harem anime, which I'm like, oh, I mean, this had a good setup, and you kind of ruined it for me with that. Which, don't get me wrong. If you like harem animes, great. It's perfectly fine. But, like, when you give me a good setup and you don't give me anything else, it's kind of like, Like, for instance, I think it's like Celestial something or other. So it's a good setup for me because he gets summoned. So there's two gods, one for our world, one for the Isekai world. The Isekai world he's going to go to. And they have a deal because the main protagonist's parents are from the Isekai world originally, and they made a contract that at a certain point when the world needs someone to save it, their original home world, they'll send one of the kids.
Yes.
So that's the main protagonist. And the Earth God is like all super nice about it, and he's like, "Here's the contract. We'll sign you off. We'll send you out. Like, don't worry." So he's like, "Okay, I'll do it for my family because if I don't go, my siblings, which are his younger siblings, will be picked, and I don't want that to happen to them." He goes and meets the goddess of the Isekai world, and then she takes one look at him, says, "I don't like your face," and then kicks him to the curb, takes his hero title away, and lets him survive on the planet. I'm like,
yep. I saw one episode of that, but I started falling asleep. It wasn't the show's fault. I was just super tired.
oh. So that had a good setup. I'm like, this is great. And then I watched the next couple episodes, and then you see the harem start to build. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be one of those ones. Okay.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it couldn't be like. Have you seen Overcautious Hero?
No, but I really want to because I've seen like some little bits of it here and there, and it looks so good.
I thought it was gonna be like that, where like a good setup and there's like one protagonist or one of the main characters is into the main character, fine, but then it got into so that kind of ruins it for me. There was they just finished the what is it? The priestess is omnipotent or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was okay. What else? Isekais always watch. I'm just gonna pull up the thing. I have my list. Let's just go take a look real quick. I got Reincarnated Slime. Got its next season, so I've been enjoying that. A little bit of a slow build, but it's going good.
Yeah, lots of talking around the table.
The spider one, I think, finished their run, or is it still going? I can't remember. I'm a Spider, so what?
Yeah, I fell behind. I'm not sure.
Okay, so that one I just finished up. I'm still having fun with Imura-kun in Demon Academy. I don't know if that's the English title.
Yeah, that one's cute.
That one's I have a lot of fun with that, 100%. I did watch the first two seasons of My Life as a Villainess, but the third, I couldn't stand it after the last season, how it ended, and then this one is just a continuation because even if I were to put I know it's an anime, okay guys. Even though I was going to put my disbelief aside and accept the concept that she knew it was from a video game that she played, so she knows the routes, and she has the mind of a teenager as a 5-year-old or whatever. But she's now grown up into a teenager and still doesn't realize the nuances of when somebody is into you for that long. Kind of like I can't. That's not believable to me that you at that point still don't understand when people are into you, because the whole that's a harem anime. That is 100% a harem anime, hardcore harem anime, and I'm like, come on, guys, give me the universe was such a good setup too.
And hold on, welcome Perseus. Thank you so much for the subscription. Super appreciate it. And folks, if you're not following Perseus, please do. Another fantastic Gunpla streamer, and has done co-streams with both of us, I think.
Indeed. And we're going to be playing that Fallout 76, right, bud?
Nice. I would love to see that. But hope you're doing well. I'm doodling me and Joe doing Gunpla together at a real table.
Doing good. Doing super. I'm at the tail end of my holiday staycation. It's been fun. It's definitely been fun. Very busy, but fun. And we're just building. I got some of the kits back from Kami. I got my resin conversion kit. My decals came in. I forgot to mention that. Decals came in for my hexadecimal build, and I'm super excited because I haven't used the gold. Remember we were talking about Perseus? The gold ones? The gold. Is it hollow? Anyways, the gold decals. I don't know why that took me forever to say. Hell yeah, Fallout. All right. And I'm on the phone at work, so it's a mad delay. No worries.
It's hard to draw plaid. I shouldn't have done this. Oops. That's okay. We'll make it work. We can use the power of imagination.
I need one of those. What about your? Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, no. I missed a comment from Belle. Said, I can kind of stand harem animes, but they're not your favorite. The one thing you can't stand is lecherous, annoying characters with no redeemable qualities. Looking at you, Minata from My Hero Academia.
That reminds me, I let our stream between a bunch of us fail through the cracks. I need to resurrect them. That's right. Okay.
I know, everybody just gets so busy. It's okay.
It's all good.
Things happen. Alright, well, Joe, you're looking fantastic in this. I'm not gonna lie.
it's all in the hair, right?
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you attempting to draw this for sure, 100%, because I, again, not a fan of drawing people.
Well, I gotta try really hard to make you look good. I don't want to mess it up. Let's see.
How do I look good in the morning? Headphone. Oh.
But yeah, Perseus, anytime you want to, just let us know. I would be totally down.
Ooh, and maybe Oblique, is there such a thing as like an online canvas where two people can draw on the same canvas?
I think so.
Because
and we should do that.
About that. Yeah, that
yeah.
Because I think it'd be funny.
I think that'd be great. Yeah.
And headphone. This is honestly like 10 minutes before stream. I just rolled out of bed. I'm like, okay, let's get this somewhat organized. I just folded my hair in this direction with some hairspray. And I'm like, the hat will cover the rest. And then there we go. Draw pile. Ooh, thanks, Belle.
Nice.
I've been slacking on my build because I've been enjoying the conversation too much, which is usually what happens in these.
Oh no, it's okay. I've been doing like a drawing for the past 30 minutes, so I'm like, well, shoot. But that's okay. I like drawing too.
Oh. Then before I continue, let me show off. It won't show up on your end because it's a local window, but
okay.
Oh, Nephilim. Oh, let me unplug my mic. I'm standing on it. That's the only thing I hate about analog is this.
Mm-hmm.
But let me pop this on and show you guys. Headphones seen it and some of the others that were here the other day, but we're talking about drawings. And Headphone says, Oblique, I loved your Luffy drawing.
Oh, thank you so much. Super appreciate that. Yeah, I bought that sketchbook a couple weeks ago just kind of like for myself, like just to practice on paper. And I've been super, super into One Piece lately. I know I'm really late to the game and there's like 1,000 episodes, but you know what? We're gonna do it.
That's why I can't do
it. I might like look at a filler guide if there's any. I did that with Naruto. And yeah, I also drew Zoro, and next I want to draw Nami. So thank you so much.
Perseus, I think I gotta head off and back to work. I wish I could hang around for longer. Perseus, just glad you could stop by, man.
Yeah, thanks so much. And I hope you have an excellent day. Again, folks that are not following Perseus, please do.
And Nep, I did have a wireless one, but this one had a better sound quality, which is why I got the analog.
And Banana, sorry, I had another question for you. Another Kit Bash question. Dark Magician, what kits?
We're looking for more of a slender build. Depends. Obviously, if you're doing Dark Magician Girl, I'd probably go with Nobel, because I think they're available now more so. But if we're talking Dark Magician, that kind of a build, that's interesting. That one's a little bit harder for me to place. Because you need something with a slender build, and the only difference is its neck's going to be popping up. So maybe, as a base, I would use a GN guard frame, because it's basically a wireframe for Gunpla, and you can build on top of that. Oh, you were just talking about it, Oblique.
What? Oh, I know! Oh my god! I take too long. It's supposed to be a doodle, but then I get like really into it. Shoot. Oh well.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's alright. It's alright.
But I'd use a GBN guard frame to start with, and then you would have to get the different pieces on top. That's the only thing. And the hat alone, maybe you can modify Talgeese headpiece for that. But as I was trying to show off, so I did a drawing stream with Itchy, and we had a few drawings that we tried. So this was the first one Zonda requested, which was a Viking. So that's how that turned out. Oops, I drew on it. My bad. Let's go back to the gallery. And I realize it's kind of sticking out the edge here, so let me adjust that, because the person in me would not enjoy seeing that there. There we go. Perfect. Discord changes. Discard. Oblique, there isn't a real filler guide, because even the fillers have important information like years later. But there is an anime watch versus manga read I found a few years ago.
Okay, that is what I heard. Because I think it was, like the first 20 episodes in, when they reached that island where the guy's like stuck in the treasure chest, we were like, this seems a little weird. Like, is this filler? But the guys were like, no. Things will happen later. And we were like, okay. And sure enough.
This was my practice one of myself. Character. Insert character. This was the fun one. Headphone asked for this one. The Hello Kitty gangster one. I thought this is where I started learning how to actually do stuff on the tablet. So I thought
your drawings are so good.
And then this one is where I hit my my peak, I guess. And I was like, all right, Rainbow Man, let's do this with the side duck. And I'll show you. I don't know if a lot of people got to see this at the end, but this is the last one we were working on. It's Nathan licking my mug, or I guess in the middle of licking the mug. I don't know. I'll get back to this eventually. And don't give up on Skypia. It's important. I'm not sure if that means.
Okay. Okay. I hear you. And I appreciate you. Thank you.
I know Headphone's been trying to get Otto Foxen to watch, catch up on that. And they did start watching One Piece, and then they stopped.
Oh. Alright, I'm almost done with this drawing, and then we gotta move on to the next one, I guess. Let's see. I left one of the worst parts for last, the hands.
I mean, you could just do big explosion in the middle. Yeah!
Yes, power of friendship.
In this case, the power of friendship and anime.
Mm-hmm.
Which, speaking of which, what have you been watching?
One Piece.
Oh.
No, we also started that anime that you were just talking about. The isekai one where, like...
He gets shunted off to the side by the goddess. I think it's funny, though. I think it's a great
yeah,
spin on that.
And I think, you know, it was good because his regular Earth powers were pretty powerful. Like, he's just an average dude, but on that planet, it's like, he's super strong. right?
And they explain it too. I remember that. They're like, yeah, you have to deal with so much stuff on that planet just to keep you safe. But on that other one, you'll be fine. I'm like, really?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Lots of Tokyo Revengers, which is really good.
I couldn't stand waiting. I had to read the manga instead.
Oh, really?
I'm like, this is so good. I'm like, I can't wait another week to find out what happens. So I'm caught up. It's good.
Nice.
It's so many twists.
I was gonna say, do you like where it goes?
To a degree, it's one of those that keep pulling the carpet under you.
Yes, I know. Where it's like, okay, this is it, right? And then, nope.
Yeah, yep. A lot of those. Which is both infuriating, yet you're like, okay, let's see where this goes. Okay, headphone, I won't read that. I was gonna go watch One Piece a third time with someone who's watching 5 episodes a week. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Oh boy. Don't look over here for a little bit.
Rage flipping a table when he finds out he lost a Gunpla piece. That happens so much. It's not even funny. And then I found it like a week later.
Oh yeah.
This is why I usually wear the baggy pants, because the baggy pants catch the piece if it falls.
Smart.
Chad has decreed there shall be no Gunpla for Oblique today.
I know. It's okay. At least we're hanging out. Oh, I feel like I should have just plugged this in instead of my cam for the build, right?
Yeah, it's all good. Finally got to watch Demon Slayer movie. I thought it was great.
Ooh, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, Neff, how did you like it? Without spoilers. No spoilers here. And headphone, I don't know where I can find you a man who looks like Baji, okay?
Oh my god. So, you know, hands already are hard enough, but then trying to have him high five? Yeesh.
Okay. Pop this in. OMG, that's all I'm gonna say. Fair enough, Neff. The animation was as is the standard for the series itself, was always on point. Like, I love that fluid animation when they do their attacks on that show. Innervate says you should build for a bit, then do the next doodle.
Oh, thank you. I feel bad if somebody asks and then I'm like, oh, well, can I like build for a while? Because I don't know how long they're gonna, you know, stick around. So I appreciate that.
Oh, this is a weird build, but I love it.
What's weird about it?
So the side skirts are attached to the front skirt.
Uh-huh.
Like, just like on
Oh,
the
yeah.
front, which is like, oh, interesting.
It is
Okay.
interesting.
But it's also like that part of the design that I love about it. And I guess why they call it GNX, because the side skirts plus the, I don't know what you call these, clavicle parts, make an X, basically. Like a
Gotcha.
bad X, but an X. More of an H, I guess.
More of an H.
I feel like Oblique needs a redeem for work on Gunpla for 30 minutes.
That might be a good idea. Let's see. Who knew blah blah blah. High fives would be hard. Yes, I agree. I think the weirdest skirt for a kit you ever built was the MG Messer. I've not heard of that.
This definitely tops mine. It's from Hathaway's Flash. It's a really big, chunky kit, but it looks really cool.
Okay. Okay.
Which is why I said if Banana Kid does go with the Exodia, that'd probably be the best base. Zenitsu's love for Nezuko is too pure. It's adorable. It is definitely adorable. When he first met her, and then they do that like chibi animation style where he's chasing her in the room. That was so funny.
So, who's your favorite character from Demon Slayer, if you had one?
Ooh. I like Nezuko. I love Nezuko. Nezuko's too adorable, and then when she gets into it, ooh. Headphone likes Rengoku.
Huh.
That's one of the Harashimamas or Harashimas.
Harashi Mamas.
Wow. That's not a spoiler. It happens. Like when they get introduced. They're like the top tier demon slayers for people who don't know. GNH just doesn't have the same ring to it. You're right, Gambit. You're right. But that's why they call it the GNX. Fair enough. Or the Jinx. Yeah, look at that though. Still like it. Oops. Nope. Now they will now be known as Harashimama's. Great. Great.
Oh.
Oh no, Belt. And Netflix's still waiting on the Halfway movie. Are you gonna watch it? Wait, is that in theaters? I don't know if it's in theaters, but it's on Netflix. And I need an oh yeah for VIP. Just saying. Zenitsu says Nephilim.
Gotcha. I'm drawing some very abstract Gundam on the table. Hope you don't mind.
It's all good. It was developed based on the prototype GNX 509T Throne Varanus, which was in turn based on Team Trinity's Gundam Thrones. Thus, the GNX is also said to be based on the Gundam Thrones. Makes sense. It's made by Alejandro Corner of the Corner family. That's pretty weird. Even weirder to build with no manual like I did. To innovate. The Messer, got it.
Don't know how you do that. No manual.
It is. What the fuck? Where was I? It is. Yeah. On Nephilim. I thought you knew. It's on. Yeah. If you guys want to watch Hathaway's Flash, the newest Gundam movie, it is on Netflix. Now, before it wasn't, but now it is. And Inosuke, got it, is my favorite. That is like probably the hardest thing for me with Japanese names is remembering when there's like a short syllable. And that's one of those. I learned in class that like you shorten it. So it's not Inosuke, it's Inosuke.
Gotcha.
See guys, we also teach you something. We're slightly educational.
Slightly. I don't know if we'd go into PBS, but
Wait, I got a thing for this. Wait, where is it? There you go.
Okay.
The more you Joe, guys.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Well, I do have to catch those streams where you do it with no manual. Can't believe that. Oops.
Innervate. Kill me. But okay, for example, sushi. It's the same thing with sushi. In Naruto, you say Sasuke, not Sasuke. In sushi, it's not it's weird. Anyway, that's all. Sakura is not Sakura. It's Sakura. Like it's like one of those things. Like I guess you'd have to hear it a couple times to realize that's a thing. But like, yeah, I remember my teacher telling me that like you shorten the syllable. I will say if you're trying to read Japanese and learn to read it, it's based on syllables, so you can read it, and that's what I could do, but I don't know what the words mean because I don't know where it stops.
Whoops. So you want to see it before I put it away, Joe? I'll put it online, but
yes.
There
we are building the Gundam X5000s. That's that's what's on the desk. Do you know?
Oh my goodness, that took me a very long time. Sorry.
It's all good.
Hey, remember I was building something?
What's building? No.
No.
I should go exclamation point game to art and just chatting. Let's do it.
Oof, wow. Banana says Joe Sakura is pronounced trash.
Oh, snap. Shots fired. I'm not gonna lie, not a big fan during the whole series, but the last arc when it did the three-way deadlock was pretty cool. Don't like her in Boruto though either. So. And Headphone says, I was having a phone meeting with a bigwig from RBC, which is a bank here, while music was playing in the back, and he was like, ma'am, are you listening to the Demon Slayer opening?
It's pretty great that he knew what it was.
Nice.
Banana says that Baruto just sucks in general. I don't know because like we did like a huge run of Naruto from like beginning to end, and then right after that we did Boruto, and I don't know if I was just burnt out on the series or it's been a long time, so I think I could try it again. What do you think?
Honestly, I had the same issue with Boruto because after watching that crescendo battle
Mhm.
in Shippuden, it's like you go to this, and I'm like, I mean, I know Naruto started off slow as well, but it was super slow for me. And then they had a bunch of filler episodes too, and then only now is it starting to get interesting. But I imagine they're gonna take a big break at some point, like story-wise, because the story's actually following an arc now. But I wasn't a big fan of it either, because also
Gotcha.
Boruto was kind of a jerk in the beginning.
That's what I was gonna say.
So
I
I
don't know
was
if
like
that's
not a
just
fan.
like, oh, he's just, a dumb kid, or if, I don't know.
So like that's my take on it. But it's starting to get good now. But I guess it's also because Sasuke and Naruto are starting to show like some fighting scenes recently, which were pretty cool. Pretty
Hmm.
cool. I don't know. Anime names with Joerinferno. The more you know. Thanks, Joe. No
Yeah.
problem.
See, slightly educational.
I almost forgot. It's going to be a Raven Reacts today with a Nathan Face Reveal. That is true, Neff. Make sure you catch him
Nice.
out a little bit later. And I gave Bruto 50 episodes, and I want my time back. Ooh.
Ooh, I mean, if I'm trying a new anime, I give it 3. Just 3 episodes, and then if it's bad, I'm like, all right, I'm out.
I mean, that's a fair period of time because I feel like you get to know the most of the characters or what the show's about in the first 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't, then they're doing it wrong. I
Yep.
guess. Because I did put down one anime after the 3rd episode and did not pick it up again until 6 months later.
Which was that?
Nadesco. It's an old 90s mecha anime.
Hmm.
There are some model kits for it, but apparently they're very rare and not exactly the best, from what I've been told by Eddie Spaghetti for those who know him. But it's a harem anime, 100%. Like it ends up being a harem anime / mecha anime. But they had a really cool character. This is spoilers for this old show, but I mean it's not spoilers because in the 3rd episode he's dead. And it was like one of the characters I really was getting into. I'm like, I love this guy.
What did you do?
He's basically an otaku in the show, right? And he
Mhm.
loved anime with robots. So he's like, I get to be a pilot in a giant robot. So he comes early to the ship and he's like, it's like if one of us got into that universe. I'm like, I get to pilot the robot. Like,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
let's go. He starts saying phrases while he's battling, which makes no sense in the terms of like a militaristic robot. So you're just like, he's calling out his attacks, and everybody on the ship's like, what is he doing? Like, what is he saying that for? And you love him, and then they take him away from you, and not even in the coolest way. He just gets shot in the hangar when he's putting stickers on his robot. And I'm like,
That's so sad.
no! And I threw the tape down. I'm like, I'm not watching this.
No more.
And then I came back to it 6 months later. It's still pretty good, but like one of my favorite characters gets off so quickly. Oh,
Yeah, I
Oh,
get that. It's frustrating. And yes, Banana, I'm gonna try to finish. I want to get these arms together at least, and then I'll do the drawing. These arms have been bothering me for months, so I just want to try.
Welcome to
Headphone
your world,
junkie.
headphone.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I mean, the only thing I'm gonna say is it was in the 3rd episode though. Or okay. The action happened in the 2nd episode, and then the result happened in the beginning of the 3rd episode. Either way, I still think you should check it out, guys. If you're into that, the great, beautiful opening intro though. It's like part of that like city pop style of intros. Oblique, all my favorite anime characters die.
Oh no, that's so
Oh.
sad. See,
But
I was able. Oh, go ahead.
I feel if they're your favorite characters and they're the ones that die, it's because they're really well written for people to like them. It has to
Yes.
be.
Okay, so this is the problem I was having before, where this just doesn't want to go down all the way, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So I was lucky with this one. I don't know what to do about this one.
Is it a nub thing?
I don't think it's a nub thing this time. So I don't know. I'm gonna play around with it.
I was gonna say, is it orientated specific?
I think so. So I should have the sharper edge on the outside
Yeah.
of where it bends. And this shows the solid side on the outside, which I don't have, so maybe I could try to flip that somehow. I don't know. I'll work on it. We'll try to figure it out. Oh, Banana, enjoy your breakfast. Let us know what you get.
Yeah, have a good one. Have the most nutritious. Oh, that reminds me of another movie, but have the most nutritious breakfast because it's the most important meal of the day. It's an old Sylvester Stallone movie.
Mm-hmm.
Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. I don't know if you remember that one.
Oh my god, that's great.
It stars. Oh, what is her name from Golden Girls? She played the mother of the main character in Golden Girls, but she plays his mother because she's actually not that. She wasn't actually that old, like as she portrayed in the Golden Girls. It's an old sitcom for people who don't know. And she played Sylvester Stallone's mom. I forget why she ended up living with him. I think she was in like a witness protection kind of thing, sort of, and he had to protect her because she saw something. And like she just was doing her mom. You know, she's being a mom. But Sylvester Stallone's like a grown man, so like he's in the shower shaving, and she's like, "Hey, do you want this?" He's like, "Ma, I'm in the shower." She's like, it ain't nothing I haven't seen before. He's just shaving. You should definitely check it out, guys. It's a good classic 90s comedy. Oh. And the mom cleans his gun in the sink. Yes. And he's like, "Mom, I can't shoot this." It's like, "If I shoot, it's gonna blow up in my hand." And then she goes and finds some like seedy gun sellers in an alleyway and tries to buy him a replacement gun. I was like,
oh my gosh.
Because she's his mom, and she felt bad. I was like, oh. But there's one part where she makes an entire table of breakfast for him. Like an entire table. He's like, "Mom, what am I?" She's like, "Well, you better eat." He's like, "I made this just for you." And then he comes out and he's drinking a Pepto-Bismol after. And then his partner's like, "What happens?" Like, "My mom made me breakfast." He's like, "Well, it is the most important meal of the day." Like, Betty White, not Betty White, Belle. Sophia something. Just Google "Stop or My Mom Will Shoot."
Do you mind if I take a quick second? I'll be right back.
For sure.
All right, thank you.
But Gamma, that was a great movie, man. I love that movie. That's like what I'm saying. Like some of the '90s action comedies are like you can't reach that level anymore. Who's your favorite character in Tokyo Revengers? Now that you're caught up in the manga, I can't say. Without. Also, I don't know the name off the top of my head, but it's the one that calls him partner. Headphone. That guy's my favorite right now. Estelle Getty. There you go. Estelle's great. I love Estelle. Obtuse Dino. Welcome on in. Oblique stepped away for a bit, but welcome on in. Chifu. Chifu's great. Also, Headphone, did you see the custom RX kitty for Gunpla Neon? No? Okay, so Kami finally sent it in, and it looks pretty great. Again, for people who don't know, I like to do kit bashes, and I like to do kit bashes based on my Twitch friends, or people in real life as well. So this one's for Gunpla Neon because he has his own mascot, the Hello Kitty RX kitty. I decided to build it in HG form, and I had another friend, Canadian Kamipla, who's really great at airbrushing, and if you guys aren't checking out his stuff, you should probably check him out, and that is here. And he airbrushed it and put some decal work in. This is what you get. So it's a mix of the Shia Quant 00 and a RX Mark II Titans. But I'm working today on the GNX, or the Jinx, right now. And then, time permitting, we'll do a little kit bashing. We'll see. But I do love Kami's work on this. That is just gorgeous. Drop dead gorgeous. He even bought the actual Titan color paint. Hopefully, our content's still going too, Joe. Hopefully we'll get entries too. Is this illegal to enter? Because I won't enter it if you say so, Belle. Because like, I don't want to be like a cheater or something. Let me know.
Hey, Obtuse Dino's here. How you doing? Oh yeah, the contest. I gotta get on that. Joe, did you put something in the contest yet?
I mean, I was just asking Belle because I showed off that. I'm like, is this illegal? Can I enter this? Because like, I don't know. I was building it when you were announcing it. I'm like, I don't know what your takes on it.
Oh boy.
So you let me know, Belle. And War Harry, welcome on in. We are doing a co-stream. Wait, where's the camera?
Oh.
With a blink!
Hello. Hope you're doing well.
Oh, War Harry, how's everything? How are you feeling this morning? I know I was a little bit rough the other night. Hope you're doing well.
Oh, geez. Obtuse has to help with the roof today. Well, good luck with that. I hope it's not too hot where you are, because that would really stink. But thanks for stopping by. Super appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you, Belle. I shall. And the lady's name was Estelle Getty for the mom.
Estelle Getty. Okay.
And also,
okay.
Yes, what's weird about the Golden Girls is at work they play a cover of the theme song.
Really?
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, wait a minute, isn't this the Golden Girls theme?
That's so funny.
I'm asking like a lot of the older staff too, because okay, I'm old, but they're like way older than me, like my dad's age, where they've watched the show like legitimately, and I've only watched it through my dad when he watched it, right, when I was growing up.
Right.
And then, yeah, I'm like, this is the Golden Girls theme, 100%. It's weird, but sorry. Just had to bring that up.
No, you're good.
And Belle, I did. Were you making your own Barbatoros kind of thing? Because that looks sick. I approve. Sorry, I cut you off. I apologize. What were you gonna say?
Who, me? I don't
Yes.
even remember. I'm getting so distracted by my booklet. I feel so bad because I can't figure out this arm.
Oh. And
Oh.
is it one of those things that say ×2 or is its own separate thing?
Well,
'Cause
that's
maybe...
what I'm trying to look at because I'm like, well, maybe because here was the spot where I did the first one, right?
Mhm.
And obviously I cut out the pieces for this arm, so I don't know. And then I'm like trying to figure out what this is over here.
Also, I just realized I have you flipped the wrong way, so I'm gonna have to fix that up because the numbers are backwards on my screen.
Oh, oops. That's all right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like really confusing myself here, and I'm like, am I that dense? Like, what is going on?
There we go.
Because like this looks like another arm? I don't know. Like that's the arm piece there.
Right. But is it like, so is there another page that shows like, or is this its own thing for the arms? Like, is there another arm on another page is what I'm saying?
Right. If there's like another option, you mean?
Yeah. No?
Let me see. Let me see.
Okay. Right arm. Okay, no, there it goes. This is right arm, left arm.
Where?
On the top. So where you're
Oh.
right. Yeah. So right arm and left arm. So there might be a specific orientation for it.
Okay. What did I do?
That's horrible, Gambit. Who said that?
Thank you for the follow, War Harry. Super appreciate it. And what happened? Got stuck on those arms too? Someone told me maybe you should stick to... That's
Yeah,
offensive.
What?
Oh my gosh. Well, they're a
Dang.
jerk. Oh. We'll figure this out. Maybe... Okay, well, thank you for pointing that out to me. That's like the only English on the page, and I didn't even see it. Let's see.
Okay. It was Blight Me? Okay, that makes sense. I like Blight Me, though. Blight Me's fun. Just work 10 hours and make the hole digging for the tubes for the rainwater. Paste the tubes and move 1 ton of sand and 2 tons of gravel. So tomorrow everything goes in and I have to move it. Man, that's rough. And compressing it, and I only have to lay the waste. I mean, alright, but be careful, man. I know your back was hurting you. Joe, gotta be a productive member of society. Have a good one. Headphone, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you.
Headphone, take care. Hope you have a good day.
We'll talk more anime. Yeah, I got a bunch of other 30-minute mission stuff coming in to give it a bow and a Kit Bashmore. I think it's gonna look sick, though. 100%. I bought it's a backpack or something coming out in September for Kami's build, so it's gonna be cool.
That's cool.
Do you have any kits coming in soon?
I don't know about soon. Let's see, I have a few premium Bandai for the first time. So there's the RG Evangelion 01, the night combat. It's supposed to glow in the dark, which is really cool. In September. In October, I think I have the Turbine coming, which is not Gundam.
Oh, the 30-minute mission kits, right? With like the is it the
no,
ninja
it's from a different series.
Oh.
I think I have it saved on my phone. Hold on. It looks basically like a bug knight. Let me see.
Let's see. Let's be. See.
Oh, I've got it here somewhere. And how about you? Oh, there it is.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, doesn't it?
I like that helmet and like how like there's like that gold like design coming out.
Yeah, and then like the translucent like wing stuff back there.
That's pretty sick.
It is really cool.
I didn't see the backpack, Neff. If you want to post a picture, show us off that F90 new backpack.
Thank you. Yes, it's from a show called Aura Battler Dunbine, which has a pretty epic opening. Because I was like, I wonder what this show's like, and I watched the opening and I was like,
Belle has a question.
Oh.
Are
It's
you
Daniel
gonna
Gamer
work
too.
immediately on the Ava, or do I need to redeem it to get you to do it?
Is that question directed at me?
Yes. Yes.
Oh. Well, when it comes in, I'll do it. How about that? I'll try to get my other projects out of the way so that when it's here, I can do it. It's an RG also, so I'm a little nervous about that. I don't want to screw it up.
Are you gonna get the decals or using the stickers that come out of the box?
That's a good question. I was planning on using whatever was going to come with the box, but if there's something that you feel like would make it look better.
Well, I don't know if they have one specifically for it though. That's the thing, right?
I don't know.
But there's a lot of Ava stuff coming out. I saw Ava 4, I think is coming out. The one from the movie is coming out. That both him and what is his name? Karu pilot together. And Daniel Gamer, welcome on in. Glow in the dark, indeed. Back still hurts, but painkillers do the work, so I can finish this BS. I never have to do this on my own again. Well, War Harry, just remember, be careful. If you gotta get it done, you get it done. You know, do your thing. Do you want? How do I phrase that? Oblique or bleep must have. No wait, oblique. How do I? I don't know what Bleep's thought on the concept of Gunpla. Actually, what is Bleep's thoughts on Gunpla and building?
He can appreciate it. He's not really interested in doing it, but every time I finish a Gundam, I'm like, look at it. Isn't it great? He's just like, yeah. Because he likes, like, action figures. Like, he has a really cool, like, Donald Duck figure that came out recently and other stuff. He's got, the main character from Jujutsu Kaisen. He's got Bulma. Like, he's a collector. It's a problem. We're both collectors. So I'm like, we need to keep this under control. And especially with the pandemic, it was really easy to start piling up in the house again. Especially with no one coming over. And recently I've looked at stuff and we want visitors and I'm like, oh my god, we have too much stuff.
Just cover it with a drape, put a drape over it, a blanket. I'm like, what's that?
Yes.
Don't worry, ignore that. That doesn't exist.
And also Dokudale's here. Welcome, Dokudale. Folks, if you are not following them, they are a fantastic streamer. Excellent with Gunpla 2. And said, someone stopped me, I almost bought the special Hathaway. Is that flawed? Penelope?
Hathaway's Flash.
Penelope. Oh, Flash. Okay. Gotcha.
The pronunciation of the other one, I don't know. I'm going to assume it's Z.
Or she?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
All right. Well, I want to feel better at least making a hand on this arm that we did successfully, so let me do that.
Daniel, oh, thank you for posting that. Let me take a look at that real quick.
Saying names of kits, and then he said 30 minutes. Oh, yeah. Of course, Daniel. How you doing? Hope you're having a great day.
What? Oh, this is for 1/100 scale, though, but that's sick. I wish I could have that on the 144 scale. There's so many guns. Joe likes Gunpla with guns. I don't know why Joe goes into third person sometimes. To answer your question, though, what did I put on the back order?
Yes.
I have an age kit, the age Sparrow. I'm not exactly sure because translations. It's the
Mhm.
ninja-looking age version kit. Diver Ayanami and the Gaia Gundam coming from Sakura Imports. Gaia Gundam to
Gotcha.
use with that conversion kit that I bought, and the other two are gonna be kit bash for IBR because he likes ninjas. And then recently, I guess last night, after seeing that list, I asked for a bunch of like $10 age kits from Sabo, and then the Farsia I bought 2 more because Farsia, it looks good.
Very cool. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Super appreciate it.
But and then I bought the 30-minute mission kit, the ninja-looking one that comes out in September, I think.
I think I've seen it.
And I do have an SD kit coming in, but because I'm gonna kit bash that into an HG somehow. We'll see.
Neat.
It's the one, I don't know if you've seen it. It's the one with the Keaton mask on its side of its head, like a fox mask.
Yep.
And apparently it transforms. I didn't even know it transformed until I looked at the picture recently. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool.
That's super awesome.
Yeah, take that one and make one out of that.
Yeah, Val's told us this before. It's pronounced Kashi, but like very quick. Kashi?
She?
Kashi?
It's that thing we were talking about, guys. Shorten syllables. Joe was saying names of kits, and then he said 30 minutes, and well, Daniel, 30-minute mission kits aren't the worst, honestly. I wasn't a fan of...
Dan loves 30-minute mission kits.
Oh.
That's like Dan's thing.
Oh, got it. Okay, so I thought that was like triggered in a bad way. You meant like triggered,
no.
you're like, oh, awesome.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, I'm starting to warm up to it after seeing some of the newer kits that come out. So, and I bought a couple of the weapon kits, expansions for it. Pretty good. So happy man and happy one collect stuff. Yep. That is also my roommate's. Although one doesn't collect as much. She does have a big Lego set though. That she built a big cherry blossom tree.
Oh, cute.
It was pretty cool. I'm like, that's super impressive. So, and they have like a pop collection, but nowhere near the level of Perseus.
Right.
Perseus has an epic.
I was gonna say, I don't know if anybody could get to Perseus's level. And Dokudel is asking if they can be a kit bash. I mean,
excuse me.
You could try.
For sure.
I haven't done it.
Or if you're asking me specifically, I mean, if you're asking me specifically, there's a backlog of people I got to get through before I even come up with the next list. The first one took me 6 months, let's put it that way, and I'm like, damn, I'm really slowing down on this. But if I have a great idea, 100%, I'd push it out. Like almost, like when I did the Space Dandy one, that just came to me. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pump this out. Or like Neon's was probably the quickest because it was an easy like mix of parts and it's done.
Yeah, and I super appreciate that you were starting one for me too.
Yes, that's what we're working on. I was telling everyone when you walked away, if I finish it, we're gonna start putting some of that together and see what we can work on.
Very nice. No, Dokudel saying turn them into a kit bash.
Oh, like in real life? I don't know how to do that. That's beyond my skills.
I think we need some medical professional stuff. And Belle says, doing the 30-minute mission kit bash, you've gotten a new appreciation for them. They could have better nub points because they can be a pain to not cut into pieces, but otherwise they're very cool. Sorry, I can't talk today apparently. Apologies.
Yes, let's make this happen. Make me a sheep Gundam. Catch up on this side. I have does anyone know where I can get plastic skulls in the size around an HG shoulder and an HG hand size?
Ooh.
I mean, there is a skull. I'll show you. There's actually a kit that has a skull for the chest. I don't know if it'll. Yeah, right here. The Gundam X Mao has a skull. I don't know if you can repurpose that for a shoulder.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That guy, I'm sorry. Actually, how many people told me 30-minute kits are great for kit bashing? They are, because you basically start with like a skeleton. Same thing with the GBN guard frame. It's a skeleton. You can just use that as a base. UFC flying weight champion Brando Morano is really into Funko Pops. Ooh, so he might give Perseus a run for his money?
Joe, could you make a sheep Kit Bash.
That'd be very interesting because I would have to be able. It would have to be able to transform, and if I were to pick a kit, I'd have to use a Gaia Gundam because it already has a four-legged mode. And as we saw from this, if you can make a kitty, I'm pretty sure a sheep would just be, how do I make the face of the sheep? That's the only thing. It's possible, though. It's possible.
Hmm.
Julian, slowing down. You have us to distract you. That's very accurate. On my shopping list, besides the new desk and airbrush stuff, are over 45 HG kits that are not available at the moment and 6 master grade, 12 real grades. So if it gets restocked, I have a huge hole in my hobby. I mean,
Wow.
dang. I respect it. And then I have Joey, can't you see? Sometimes your eyes just make me. Oh wow. Wow. Awesome. Welcome on
Hey,
in.
and Armchair's here too. How you doing? Armchair, we're hanging out today with the lovely Joerinferno. So if you're not already following him, please be so kind as to give him a follow. He is a great friend, also great kit basher, which is basically taking Gunpla, putting them together to make your own kind of new kit.
Indeed.
You have no idea how much you'd adore Sheep Gundam. Cute.
We'll see. We'll put it on the list of things to do. And obviously, on my side, if you're not following up, ooh,
You alright?
Armchair, thank you for the follow. Kick up your feet, grab yourself a cup of Joe. You're in Jemama's house now. Remember, it's that thing where I can't see what's happening, so I gotta wait for it to show up.
Gotcha.
On stream. So, make sure you check out Oblique, guys. Great kit, not kit bash. Great Gunpla, great artist, and I am enjoying her playthrough of what is it called? I'm so sorry.
Kingdom Come.
The Kingdom Come, because the last one was great. We just started killing random people because we got so frustrated. I'm like, yes, this is the way.
I know.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun though. Oh, and Ostium, me nervous? You must not know me. Oh, Ostium.
There we go. That's how it
Ostium will
should
be
look.
starting to stream soon, guys. He's a good friend
Oh, nice.
of the channel. He's been here since the beginning. Make sure you show Ostium some love. I'll do his special shout out, which took me maybe a couple hours to make, even though it's very simple. Check it out.
All right. And Armchair, I hope you're having a great day. Armchair says, it's a good game, it's just tough. It is. And Belle says, you don't actually have to do a Sheep Gundam. It's just a fun idea. I have to consider one myself.
Now I want the challenge now.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
I'd be interested in seeing that too.
It's just getting another Gaia Gundam is the hard part, because those things don't... watch, I say that, and then like the Farsia, it comes back in for $10, and I'll be like, well, you know?
Mm-hmm. And Armchair says, for breakfast, just had nachos with mozzarella cheese and sriracha hot sauce. That sounds superb.
I dig sriracha sauce.
Alright, can I finish these arms today? So, we got this one on. Looks good.
Right.
Right. Hey, Daniel. Alright.
Gambit Platinum to Kingdom Come. And says he couldn't have relations with anyone in that game.
Oh, Gambit, our Henry is like a rascal. I want to be polite when things are going on, but then it ends in places that I wasn't expecting, and we just kind of have to roll with it. Also, Zondamad's back. How you doing?
Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. But yes, it's been a fun day so far.
Yeah.
Chilling. Drawing some stuff. Well, Oblique has been doing the drawing.
Yeah.
I've been here, adding my soundtrack to the back.
Mm-hmm.
And we're building this. Do I really need this? I guess. Even when they have like a plug for the spot for the action base to stick into. I don't know if that's really worth it.
Gotcha. Okay. Zondamad's asking how the builds are going. Joe, how's yours going?
We got the main body done. I think we're working on the butt. As far as I can tell, it's the butt. I don't have the stickers anymore because I'm very disorganized and I don't know which box it is anymore. But we're gonna paint this anyway, so that works out fine.
There you go.
and Oblique is figuring out the arm of
Arm
heavy arm.
situation. Yeah, but we did have a drawing. Let me show you. It was Joe and I as Gunpla friends. Hey, Lore, how's it going? Can you show me to build a house? I don't have that kind of skill, but I hope you're having a good day. And I'm with the lovely Joerinferno. Please give Joe a follow if you haven't already. So there is me and Joe with some Gundam. High-fiving.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it real life.
Oh, oops, wait, oh, wrong way. Is that the right way?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, thank you. And I'm gonna put your link up in here again. Oh, I have a shout out for you. What the heck? Why haven't I been doing that? There. Oops. You have no skills at this? You're good at PCs? Listen, PCs are a great skill.
Ends in places I wasn't expecting. Sounds like a great Saturday night to me.
Mm-hmm. And Belle says, your Henry's two things. Constantly looking like they're being assaulted? Yes. And constantly thinking about food, even during sex? Yes. Dokdell, thank you so much for the host. So, Joe, to explain that a little bit, if your character is like wearing some really bad clothes or is like really beat up or dirty, people will be like, my god, it looks like you've been assaulted. So then I'll find Henry some clothes that I consider nice and I'm like, oh, he looks pretty good. And they'll still say that. And I'm like, man.
Wow. People be like judging back in medieval times too, guys.
Super judgy. And how do you say that again, Joe?
Ostium.
Ostium, thank you so much for the follow. Super appreciate it. Thank you, thank you.
You make the most fun out of it, both literally and figuratively. Yes, both literally and figuratively in Kingdom Come. I think it's doodle time, maybe. Says War Harry? Question mark. And Joe, you can't be saying things like this when we're working on the butt when I'm here. I mean, I can't help it. That it is what's happening. And Gambit does not like stickers. But he liked the rifle on this. That's not this one, is it, Gambit? Because this is the first gun I built. I don't know if that's the rifle you're talking about. Or are you talking about the big one? These arms are heavy arms.
They are.
Right.
They are. Just Dino, thank you so much for the gifted sub. You're way too kind. Thank you. Very much.
Oh, just imagine the V is a U. Yes, for Ostium.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. And Armchair says, there's a bug in Red Dead Redemption 2, which I've played. I don't know if you've played that, Joe.
I'm aware of it. My cousin and brother-in-law played the ever-living daylights out of it, but I have not played it.
Okay, and he says, where no matter what you wear, people in your camp will say variations of, Arthur, you'll catch death of cold. Don't you have any warmer clothes? You'll get pneumonia. I mean, I guess they really care. They really, really care. That's all you could say. I do have a drawing that I have to do for Innervate. Let me just try to finish these arms. I'm going back to the beginning, because like I said, I started this kit months ago, and then left it in the dust.
Oh, okay, so this is part of the rifle. That's sick. Good to know. Nope.
That looks correct. I just don't know what's going wrong. Do you ever get stuck like this, Joe, or is it just me?
No. Actually, it happened on a recent build. What was I building? The arm socket, I had put it so if this is the where's my arm? Yeah, we'll just do it with this arm. This part of the arm that connects to the forearm, I had put it in backwards, so like the turning radius was going the other way. I'm like, why isn't the shoulder bit going on top? Because I had flipped it the other way around. So I don't know if that's something happening on your end, because I haven't built MG, so I'm not sure of the design quirks. But sometimes the joint is in the backwards position because I'm looking at the left arm instructions for the right arm.
Gotcha. I do that all the time with joints, and this is a joint, so it may be part of the problem.
Just because you never know. Sometimes like taking it apart might be the best course action, just to see if there's something in the way, or. But I mean, also there's old sandpaper. I mean, I'll put it for the example. When I was first building my first build on stream, and Blight Me was in chat. And I was struggling with the leg. I'm like, why isn't this closing properly? And he's like, he didn't say anything all stream, just jumps in. He bring it up to the camera. I'm like, oh, somebody's here. I'm like, yeah, okay. I show him the piece. Just cut that nub off. What? that it's pointless. You don't need it. Cut it off the leg foot perfectly. Like, it was designed to add more stability, but you can get away with it not being there if you're willing to make that modification to make it work.
Interesting.
So that's what I'm saying. It might be a case where you can do something like that, but I'm not sure exactly why it's not sliding is the only thing on your
Yeah, it's hard when you're not here in person, but I appreciate the support.
No worries. You're building your MG Sandrock Endless Waltz for tomorrow. Ooh, that sounds like a sick build. Hopefully it comes with a cape thing. Cloak? You know, that thing he wears.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's pretty cool. And how is the Maganok? Got it. Okay, chat. Joe, does Joe need some sports? I mean, I played basketball as a kid. We won the championship. Does that count? I go running every
Congrats.
day. Does that count? I did absolutely nothing oblique. It's one of those. My dad thought I was really, I am really, really tall, and was like, "We're putting you in basketball." I don't play sports. I'm like, "Okay, Dad." And I was like, this is me in sports.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stopping the ball because I towered over all the children.
I feel like basketball is tough because there's so many like things that could happen in just a matter of seconds that I feel like whenever I would get the ball, I would just quickly pass it. I'm like, I don't want this responsibility.
Oh, same here.
Here you go.
And I remember because I had no ball handling skills. The coach even told everyone, "I'm just there to be the wall."
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't pass to him, right? Like, specifically said, don't pass it. I took no offense to that because, like I said, I was kind of forced into it. And so there I am under the net trying to guard their center. And then I see our star player, the #1 player on our team, look at me. We lock eyes. I'm like, oh no, he's going to pass it to me. He passes it to me. It's in my hands. I'm under the net. I'm like, okay. So I shoot it, bounce. It goes in, and I'm like,
nice.
Oh, yeah, the one shot in my entire career. All right, here we go, guys.
That is quite the moment. And Val says, I need to resub to a bunch of people, but I want to align it so I do it in one day. That way my sub renews all happen on the same day. Hate that Twitch doesn't consolidate them. I get that. It can be hard to manage sometimes.
But then how do you know when the anniversary is if you wait off? Isn't it a couple days off at that point?
I don't know.
Or you just keep track of yourself, Belle? Is that the idea? And then this is for Gambit. I love you both.
We're gonna figure this out, I swear. We still have a couple hours, so I have time.
I'm sorry, are you taking it apart fully, or?
I did, yeah. Hoping that will help. Let's see.
We love you too and want you to stay in good shape. I mean, Thank you. I appreciate that. I also am back at the gym, so everyone knows.
Nice. So do you really run every day?
I try to, even if it's like a light sprint. I like hardcore running, but I like to do intervals.
Mm-hmm.
That's like usually for endurance, so I like to do those. At one point in the summer, my calves were like super beefy, and I didn't even realize until my sister pointed it out. And all I was doing was just running for 30 minutes every day on intervals.
That's awesome, though. Running is such a hard thing to keep up with, in my opinion.
Cheers. I feel like I have to force myself to run. Like if I was doing that, like both cardio and weights at the gym at the same day, I'd have to do the cardio first because I can push myself to do the weights. Whereas cardio, like if I'm not into it, like it's rough.
Yeah.
It's really rough. We could be running buddies. Hey, Austin, what's your run like? And is it too much to assume that you run as well, Oblique?
Haha, I've tried.
Okay.
It's hard. I think my mistake was like instead of starting out with something easy, I went like up this really huge hill like every time, and I was like, oh man, this really stinks. And then I don't have good pacing. Like I run and I feel like I'm dying.
Fair enough.
But I should get back into it for my own good.
I'm a cardio freak, says Ostium. 5K every day. That's impressive.
Whoa.
I think the most I did was 2 point, like, so half of what you did, basically. Is the most what I've done. Sports drinking. Okay, check how many we need a one to use eat something thing. Okay, eat something on stream. It's not a mukbang. All right, we're on the last little bit of this, so let's pump this out here. This weird little shield. I will say though, Gambit, when I do get into the customizing of the kit, I will give you a Gundam type head because I'm not a fan of the head, although it looks very Ava Unit 2-esque. It actually has 4 eyes, if I remember right. So,
oh, interesting.
Which is why I say it's Ava 2-esque.
So, Belle says, well, if they all happen on the same day, the anniversary should be that day because the subs have been stopped long enough that it's a new streak, right? I think. I don't know. All I know is I want to pay for it all on the same day and not have to pay for all of the scattered ones across the week.
Makes sense.
I get that. And Banana Kid's back. Welcome back. Uh-oh. Need a pick of number 1 or number 2. Oh.
Bum, 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 bum.
Let's do 2. And then Laura also says, smoking and 50 next year, can't run. I think you could. Even like a jog, you know? Light jog, maybe?
Uh-oh.
Zondomad, pacing can be hard to get right. A lot of trial and error. I get that. Like I said, need more practice. I should probably draw soon. This arm. This was my fear, that we would just be stuck here doing an arm, but you know what? We'll get it.
Got that. There you go. Every other day. Oh, let's see. My problem, I was in the gym, lost 35 kilograms of weight when I was in school, learning for my new job after the army. Then life, took a, I guess, wrong turn at work. Had a 6 months rehabilitation for my back, and the weight got back. Yeah, no, I understand that. During, what is it, COVID-19, right? That's what the thing's called? COVID-19. I gained the COVID-20, you know? So, I gotta lose that.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
Okay, and I think Banana wants me to draw. I'm guessing that's another JoJo stand. King Crimson?
Crimson, ooh.
Okay, so I gotta do... I'm sorry, I didn't do Innervate's drawing yet, so I'm gonna do that. And then we'll work on this arm, and then I'll do that drawing. I'm sorry! Just want to try to get this arm done! Do long walks, 1.5-hour walks, and training with weights. Oh, okay. Well, as long as you're staying, you know, healthy and fit somehow.
I guess you could say... Nobody hate me for this one. I guess you could say all these drawings are alarming. I tried.
How could we hate you for that?
I did better yesterday. One. All right, I wasn't streaming. I was just saying it to Ray in the voice chat. It was good though. You can better believe it was. He's if you're familiar with Cat Cart, she wanted a door in Minecraft that did this specific mechanism. So Ray spent 4 hours yesterday trying to figure it out, and then he was just like mini raging in voice chat, and I'm like,
gotcha.
I guess you could say it was a catastrophe.
Oh, cute.
Oh, okay. I got my own redemption. Let's do this.
Ooh. So Joe, I have to draw you flipping the table in anger.
I don't know if that's ever happened on stream, but you know, use your imagination. Just saying, Oblique make me sound like a crazy nut fan over 30-minute missions. Hey, I'm starting to understand the appeal, so no worries.
Have you seen that arcade game in Japan that's specifically a table flipping game?
No.
Oh my gosh, I have to send you a link. So there's a game where there's actually like this plastic table that you flip, and that's like, I think how hard you can do it dictates the score.
That sounds sick. So like, how does it register?
I don't know. I'll have to send you a video.
We'll finish this one later, Ostium, 100%, like next time, but we're going with the redemption.
I made you so good in the other one. I don't know if I could do it again. Let's see.
Yes, it was a redstone door. But so for context, imagine a flat plane with a fence, okay, on the doorway. So you can't go in because the fence there. One block high flat. Oh, whoa! It's Gajira raiding with a party of 6 raiders.
Oh,
Welcome
nice.
on in.
Welcome,
Hey,
raiders.
how's it going? How you doing? Anyone who's coming on in? Hi. I'm Joerinferno. Joe's just fine. If you don't know who I am or what I do, I am a Gunpla builder / variety gamer, and I have some redemptions. Like today's draw something, so I'm drawing a redemption right now. But welcome on in, raiders. Hello. I'm currently working on the GNX today, and I'm doing a co-stream with Oblique,
Hello.
who also has a drawing redemption, which is being done right now. So that's why you don't see any Gunpla, but that is what we're doing.
I know we're in the wrong category. It's all right.
Yes, but welcome in, guys. You started your first kit. What did you build? Let us know. This is Oblique. If you'd like
It's
to check
super
out Oblique.
cool.
I got tasked with drawing a Gundam, any Gundam. So that's what I'm doing for 5 minutes. And Oblique is drawing me flipping a table over enraged over a piece that went missing. Oh, you're building a perfect grade as your first kit with LED?
Whoa. That's super cool.
That's nuts. That's super impressive. 100%. Yeah. That's awesome. So how are you liking it so far? Did someone like guide you on the tools? Did you do your research? Like, I'm very curious as to if you're just jumping in. Like, how was the first experience? I feel like drawing Optimus Prime. That is not a Gundam. Optimus Prime is not a Gundam. That's so hard. Okay,
Aren't mechs hard?
yeah. It is, use a pencil. I got an awesome deal on it. I found it at a used shop locally for 130 bucks. Oh, that's awesome.
That's
Getting
really
the deals
cool.
is where I think it matters. I try to buy in lots when people are getting rid of their collection. There's one guy on the local classifieds. I'm really mad I didn't grab. It was like $60 for 30 HG kits that he had built that he didn't want anymore.
Okay.
Exactly what Oblique did right there.
No, I was trying to like imagine like table flip like, action. Sorry.
It's all good. And for those who are in Oblique stream, I didn't connect my tablet to the co-stream link, so you're not going to see what I'm drawing. But it is what it is.
Yeah, and you can post them in the Discord.
That too.
Belle says, "Holy heck, it's hot in the basement. I'm melting. I'm so sorry."
Oh my god.
And Banana Cat says, "Was it a redstone door that they were trying to make, Joe?"
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't explain that right. So imagine a flat level, and there's a 1 block high fence. The floor underneath the fence pulls away. The fence goes into the hole, and then the first level floor covers up the fence, and then in reverse. So it pulls out, the fence comes up, the bottom of the fence gets filled in. That's what he did for 4 hours, and he figured it out. Okay, let me draw this. Any Gundam. I gotta get on it. I'm sorry. I'm on it, Zonda. I'm on it.
Also, yes, it is like a punching machine, but it's a table, I think. And then it's really bad because you're supposed to be like this working dad, I guess, and your family's on the screen and they're doing things that are annoying you. So like the more they annoy you, the harder you can flip the table at them, and then they like bounce everywhere.
Okay.
And then Banana says, "Joe, once you're done talking to the raiders, let's get back to that redstone door," which we already did. And Banana says, "I don't know why, but that's probably like a basic redstone door for others, but that just sounds complicated to Banana."
No, he likes to over-engineer things. This is a horrible Gundam. I am sorry what I'm doing with that. He likes to over-engineer things, so he said it himself. So, and this is only a 5-minute sketch, so you're gonna get what you get for 5 minutes, unfortunately.
That's right. You have a timer. I do not.
What Gundam is it supposed to be? I don't know. It's just a Gundam. And it's only the head, so I apologize.
It's a bust.
A bust shot here. I was trying to aim for Death Scythe. It Joe and Oblique, would you say a tablet is useful for planning recoloring a Gunpla to see what the combination would look like?
I
I
would
think
say
so.
so.
If you didn't want to manually color it in, you could just use a filter and change the hue to see different colors. That's what I did in Photoshop for one of my kit bashes. Oh, and Gajira says he's seen that game and a few centers around where he lives. The table flipping
Oh,
one.
nice, nice.
Appreciate it, Zonda. I say, oh, it's too late. I picked my Sword of Death scythe. Not really. Oh wait. I know what to do.
Oh, I know. I gotta believe. I'm
Call
glad
in
you get
like
it.
this? I do.
Oh, and Laura says, my father was very good at drawing, but I'm awful, so not kept in the family, I guess. You could always practice. I mean, if you saw my drawings from... Not that these are, like, fantastic, but if you saw my drawings from February, they were even worse. So it's gotten better.
And I have no skill whatsoever. I'm just messing around with this and hoping it turns out good, so...
I love your style, though.
You smudge
So
stick it, guys.
fun.
You smudge to spread it out. That's it. Oh no. Let's shrink the image a bit. That's the one thing I learned from my actual art class was using a smudge stick to color it in. It kind of gives the shading look, and it smoothens out the image a bit. So that one was a little too much smudging. There you go.
I don't know if you wear a belt in real life, but you're wearing it now.
I do. Even if it holds no purpose, I wear a belt. I actually have that Nintendo NES buckle, like with
Oh,
the
sweet.
controller. I saw it on Big Bang Theory. I'm like, I must have one.
Well, it's making it into the drawing now.
Hey. Okay, well, that is probably around the right time. So there you go. That is a bad signature. Wait. I want to use this one. There you go. Nope. Maybe the fountain pen. There you go. There you go, Zonda. That's the best I could do in 5 minutes.
Banana says they've been learning to draw through those easy-to-draw tutorials like Pikachu in Star Wars. That's cool. I always appreciate something like that.
Gajira, if you're still here, and Raiders, some of the stuff I've done, personally. If you're familiar with G Gundam, we have our Tequila Gundam that I made. Because I like the kit bash. If you're not familiar, it's where you mix a bunch of different kits to make something new. And so we have a Tequila Gundam here. We have our RX Kitty here, which is like Mark II Titans colors. And I'm working on, if you're familiar with Reboot, I'm working on a kit bash for Hexadecimal in Gunpla form, which I'm trying to get the mask on to give you an idea. Which is right here. Mask comes off, obviously. It's still in the works, though, but that's something we're working on. I'll take it. I'm glad, Zonda. Hope you enjoy it. Kit bash is where you let your imagination run wild. That is true. See, now I need a SpongeBob animation where he goes imagination. He does like a
Yes.
and comes out in the middle.
I agree.
That down here for now. Cool. Well, I mean, I feel the same way, Laura. It's hard, like you saw right there. It's hard for me to pick something randomly out of the top of my head. It's a lot easier if you have it off of 100%. That's why I kind of aim for that chibi-looking style because I can get away with the lack of details. Oh, yes. This is welcome. If there's any new people to our stream,
Yes, welcome, hello. Oops, I missed some stuff. Let's see. Laura says, I can copy a drawing by freehand, but I can't make a good drawing from my own brain. Gave that up many years ago. I mean, it's definitely tough, to get that general sense of, you know, what you want to do. It takes time, I think. And then Belle said, nope, I'm noping out of the basement. It's too damn hot. Feel like you're sweating buckets.
Is that, like, I thought the basement would be the best place, no? Because you're slightly underground?
That's what you would think.
That's what they want you to think. It's a conspiracy. C7 got cut out, and then I need A30. Yowza, welcome on in.
Hey, Yowza.
Good morning and or afternoon and or, well, no, it's probably morning. I think it's morning. Maybe afternoon? I'm almost imitating that picture in real life. No, I found the piece though.
Good, good.
I'm an hour behind you. Communicating from the past, I see. Can you tell me the wait? If you're communicating from the past into the future, I could tell you the lottery numbers. Anime, wow, thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that.
Alright, I'm trying to be quick.
Think. Yeah, we don't need that. Well, that didn't work out the way I thought it was going to work out. Stick it in.
So how are you liking your build?
I'm digging it so far. It is actually very interestingly designed compared to the other kits in the series.
Mm-hmm.
So like the Gundams were all right, but a little on the short side and had some weird design quirks that I wasn't exactly a fan of. If anyone knows I'm talking about Dyneme's, his butt boosters, I wasn't a fan of them having jets on his butt. It just seemed like a weird design choice for a Gundam. I get it, but again. And then the ones that this one's developed from, the Throne Gundams, they're all like super, like Barbados Lupus Rex proportions with the arms and legs almost. Which again, not a big fan of. So this is kind of like a intermediate in between the two. You get some of, that's why it's got that height. And weird design quirks from the Throne Gundams, but the actual Gundam proportions from the Gundams themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So I dig it. Color scheme is very basic, but that leaves you up to your imagination if you're going to customize it, which we are. So that'll be fun. How about you? Well, I know how you're feeling right now.
I know, like a failure. That's how I feel. No, it'll be fine. We'll figure it out somehow. Takes me some time. Like, that Brave Radine recently was just so bizarre. It really threw me for a loop. I had not seen a kit like that before.
It's like super robot kits, I think, are very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when I saw it, I'm like, you know this show, but you just picked it up randomly, if I remember right. You saw it in the store, like, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I mentioned it in your build stream with it, but it reminds me of the show Razavon, anime Razavon, which has a lot of, for people who don't know, it's like a, I guess, 2000s anime. It had a lot of, not plot points, but has a lot of similarities with Evangelion. And that's why I guess I enjoyed it, but it was also kind of a mind bender to get your mind around like how this world works because of the what the mechas do, essentially.
Oh, that's such a bad question. With the NES controller, is the D-pad on the right or the left?
Left.
Left, okay. And, Harmchair, would anyone like a joke? It's not offensive or anything. Of course. And Belle says, I have air conditioning in other rooms, but not the basement. Okay. So here's the joke. You ready? There was once a monastery, and the friars there wanted a new bell for the bell tower. To raise enough money for the bell, the friars decided to start a florist shop. Well, word got out that some friars were opening a flower shop, and everyone wanted the friars' flowers, so they got a great business and lots of money. Well, the other florists in that area weren't very happy because they were losing business. They sent a warning to the friars, telling the friars that if they didn't stop selling flowers, they would send someone over to rough them up. The friars ignored the warning. The next day, however, the angry florists got together and hired a thug named Hug, I'm guessing? Hug was big and strong. Hug went to the friars' flower shop and beat the friars up and tore up their shop. So the moral to the story is, Hug and only Hug can prevent the florist friars. Hugh, damn it. I screwed it up. I was like, it's either Hugh or it's Hug. I'm not sure. Oops.
Oh,
Gotta do a redo.
good, though. I dig it, though.
That's a good one.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Hugh and only Hugh can prevent florist
Hugh,
flyers.
yes. I'm so sorry I screwed it up.
And the HG Death Scythe, are you talking about like the kit itself or the kit bash I was working on? That one I still need to strip the paint. It's on my things to do. As you know, that those build up after a while. I took too many projects on at once, so I'm trying to focus on one, and then we'll move to the other.
Definitely happens.
But it's a good kit. I definitely recommend it for people who want to build a kit. The HG Death Scythe's really nice.
Thank you, David.
The gun now. This is what my cousin Gambit was talking about.
Armchair, I have such a hard time with that word. And I should have known that, but I
Prestidigitation?
Yes.
I'm probably like butchering the syllables on that.
Nope, it was pretty much perfect. It's basically a power in D&D. It's a spell where you can like clean up anything.
Yes, yes. We had a guy who played very I won't call him snooty, but he was very like, I have to be clean all the time. So he would do that. He'd just do that, or he make the soup we're eating taste really, really good. Joe, I know I asked this question before, but would you build an MG Death Scythe Wing Endless Waltz, the new one? Probably not. I have nothing against MGs, but it's just not my cup of tea, or my cup of Joe, I guess. See what it did there?
Love it.
Oh, just the normal build. It's good. It's definitely great. Definitely recommend it though. Daniel, if you're looking for a kit to pick up. I bought 2, so I got to build 1 more. Actually, I bought 3 now. That's also part of the list of stuff I bought. I bought another one for another kit bash. That's the problem, guys. When you kit bash, you get so many ideas. You're like, you know what? I'll buy another one.
I could totally see that.
No. Watch where it goes, Joe. Found the part.
Don't want to be like the picture.
Seriously. It's this time. Look at this. Look at this part right here. This is a part. That is a part for the end of the gun, and like I cut the nub off, cut it off the runner, and it started to roll. I'm like, no, if I lose that, I'm never finding that at all. Until I step on it 3 weeks later.
Oh, there it is. Thank you, Laura. Super appreciate it. Yes, so it is a spell that alters things that already exist. You can make a smoke or fire disappear, and if it's small enough, you can change the color of a candle flame, etc.
Otto Foxen, what is up, brother? Hope you're feeling better, man. You scared me though. I'm not. You scared me. So fun fact, Oblique, I did end up dropping that piece again, and now it's lost.
No.
No, throw my desk over. That's the point. You planned it well. Otto is another friend in the Gunpla community, also a fellow Canadian. He also builds Gunpla and plays some video games. Otto, hope you're feeling better,
Nice.
man. And we got your teeth out, wisdom teeth, I believe it was. I had all 4 taken out when I got mine done. It wasn't planned. I was supposed to get 2 out, and then the guy's like, "We gotta take all 4." I'm like, "Okay."
Do your thing.
Well, because he's like, "You either do 2 now and do 2 later, or I do all 4 now." And I'm like, "But the dentist only said 2." And I'm like, "Am I even covered for 4?" And then they did the quick cut. Yeah, you all 4. I'm like, "Oh, okay, I guess, sure." But recovery's going well. I'm glad to hear that, man. It's fine. It's fine. I'll make my own end of the gun piece. So the SD with the Keaton mask that looks like a fox is it's actually the kit bash for auto when that comes in.
That makes a lot of sense.
So I'm excited for that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to convert it into an HG auto. I don't promise it'll transform anymore, but it'll have that fox aesthetic. I only have 3 wisdom teeth, and my orthodontist only removed 2. See, that's what I thought was gonna happen, Yowza. To his credit, though, the guy who did the surgery, beautiful, beautiful work. He actually, instead of cutting the gum open, sorry if there's any squeamish people, he just like cut it a little bit and managed to wiggle the teeth out of the spot, and then he closed it up. He's like, "I did such a good job." He's like, "You could probably eat solid food if you want after this." I didn't, of course, because I want to be in my teeth holes, but you know. Oblique drawings are literally predicting the future. I mean, I thought I had it, and I did, and then I knocked it off the table, and I could hear it bouncing on the floor, and I'm like, I'm never gonna find that piece.
I don't know where your headphone wire is going in this picture, but there it is.
I'm gonna give it one college try here, guys. Give me a sec.
Okay, here's our table flip in the meantime. Where did Joe go? I missed it. Oh, shoot. Let me just adjust this a little bit, too. Let's see. Laura says, I think every human has its own ability they're good at. It's about finding it. That's true. That's true. But like I said, you could still practice stuff. And Banana's asking, how good are the SDW kits? Have you had experience with any? Oh, sorry.
Oh, I took my headphones off to give a search. I did not hear the question. If there was a question, I'm sorry.
Oh, have you? What do you think about SDW kits?
Like SD kits?
SDW, I don't know.
Who wrote that? That's a better question than I could.
Banana.
Sasuke SDW. I'm not sure what that is. If it's just a regular SD kits, I've done it. If you're talking about the cross silhouettes, oh, Sengoku Warrior kits. They look really cool. They look really cool. I saw the Death Scythe one. That looks gorgeous. But I haven't built them myself personally. But I always like to say what I like about the SD kits like that, for instance, they get some really cool designs that I kind of wish you could see in an HG format. I'm just getting ready to flip the table. I mean, it's a small enough piece. It's not gonna like make me worry too much about it. Like, but at the same time, it's just like, man, I just had the piece. I was like, I caught the piece. Oblique, look, it didn't fall down. And then I made one movement with my instructions, and I guess it was on the instructions. I just heard flip, 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 flip. No, and I know the general direction it fell in, but like, I can't find it. Not at the moment.
And Banana says SD World Hero Kits, yeah.
Oh, well, I've not seen that then. If you paste a picture of an example, I would love to see one.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those days.
I agree.
They aren't bad. I've enjoyed building one, but I built it for the girlfriend at the time. Oh, good to know. And so on the subject of GIF versus GIF argument, I saw something that made me laugh. If God himself came down and said that it's pronounced GIF, I'd just be like, sure thing, Jod.
Oh, Joe, I'm cursed with this arm.
So no luck with the reassembly, eh?
No. We'll see.
I say we oil it up and push it through. It's in. My problem with the SD kits in general is that I need to really paint them, or even huge stickers. I mean, I feel you get the most out of the kit when you can paint it too. Like the Barbados Lupus Rex, the nails on that you have to paint to make it look good. Stickers don't do it justice. But I understand the hate for big stickers. The Gushin Rebake City, full city, I'm looking at you. Also, I know Gambit built one, but is there anyone else that has built the MG Heavy Arms? We're trying to figure out why the arm isn't being able to push through the forearm, I guess? Covering?
It's just my issue. I feel like I've played with this so much that it's like not wanting to sit right. Because this pops out a lot here on this side. You see that?
So is it a polycap inside that's pushing against it, maybe? Like it's not sitted properly?
Yeah, something's not sitting properly. Hey,
Auto
Tasty, how you doing? Folks, if you're not already following Tasty, please do. Lumpia is great. Last saw them playing Subnautica.
Subnautica's a great game. Oh man, the atmosphere in that. And Otto says, yes, I streamed it. Here, take it apart.
Oh. Okay.
So
well, this is what I have. I think I have that correctly. This has to go on the top. Second favorite indie game ever. Nice. So this is what I'm having issue with, is having this sit here. After Stardew. Stardew Valley is such a good game.
You are off center in the top part.
Off center in the top part. Let me see. How do we fix? Joe, have you played Stardew Valley?
I have. I mean, well, yes and no. Because I played with 2 other people, and I spent most of my times in the mines while everybody else did everything.
I mean, the mines are super fun.
They are, but
So
I mean, like, eventually I ended up taking care of the animals, while the main guy who did all the planning did all the crop growing, and then Cat Cart just kind of did whatever she wanted to do. Because I felt bad that I wasn't contributing to the group. No, Daniel, that's totally fine, man. If you're completely passionate about something, I would never say you're overdoing anything. 100%.
Exactly.
You like what you like. Let's see. Is there something I can? I mean, my Gunpla. I love Gunpla. G Gundam. I am a fanboy for G Gundam, and I will sing its praises till the day I die. I know it's not for everybody, but just the concept and the way it was implemented was great. And I'll always talk about it. I mean, if I ever come off like I'm pretty sure someone will mention, you know, let's settle down to the G Gundam, but I don't think it's a problem personally. You're fine.
Lumpia, of course, will shout you out. You're great. And I hope you're following Joe already. Hope so.
How you doing, Lumpia?
Oh, you're fine. Autofox, and I'm not sure what you mean with the center part. Are you talking about this here? This piece?
Is that 1 piece or 2 pieces? The top part.
This is 3 pieces.
So maybe there's a polycap in there that's slightly off?
There's no polycap in there.
Yeah, he's talking about the top piece. So I guess it's the circle bit, no? Like how it's like you can't see through it, maybe?
Oh, goodness. Let's see. Belle says, you're only overdoing it if it's causing you physical, mental, and or financial problems. I agree.
And I'll look at the Banana Kids posting. Oh, this one! I've seen this one. Oh yeah, with the gun? That gun is cool. 100%. I get RoboCop vibes. Hey, Tasty Lumbia, thank you for the follow. Kick up your feet, grab yourself a cup of Joe. You're in Jemama's house now. Yeah, but Otto Foxen was mentioning, yeah, it's that top part. There might be a polycap that's slightly off center. That's what happened to me at the leg. That Blight Me helped me with, and then it wouldn't close properly, which I didn't understand. And if it doesn't close properly, I suppose then it's the other thing won't slide through it or over it as easy.
Okay.
If I'm understanding correctly.
I'll try to fuss with it.
Joe got it here. Yeah, that looks really sick. Yeah, I love that kit. That kit looks awesome. I'm back. What I miss? Oh, I just mentioned I don't think it's a problem with the 30-minute mission kits. I think you're passionate about it. It's no problem to share it. I'm passionate about G Gundam. I'll always share it. It's what you like. It's what you like, right? And we're here as a community sharing what our interests are in Gunpla. Like we all like Gunpla or like building or just the chill vibes, but we also have our own personal likes and dislikes. There's nothing wrong. We can share that kind of love.
Exactly.
And I need a cup of Joe.
And Armchair also said that Stardew is a very easy game to get back into when you've had a break from it. And also, when I have the emotional or mental spoons, my favorite type of game is one with a steep learning curve, like a complicated submarine sim or something like Silent Hunter 3.
Ooh,
I haven't heard of that.
You bought a Dragon Ball Z kit. Which one did you buy? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? Nice. So there are people that know they do make model kits of Dragon Ball Z characters. There was another guy in our community, Mr. Lessick, who also started airbrushing at the same time as Kami, and he was specialized in the Dragon Ball Z kits, and he would airbrush them, and they look gorgeous. So
that's really awesome.
I imagine you could kit bash that too, because like the body is the body, and then you can make your own face, I guess, kind of thing. I just don't know how you would do your own kind of hair.
So you're telling me I could make my own Goku?
You could. And yeah, obviously coloring is like up to you. Like painting, any kit can be painted, but like to make a kit bash of a Dragon Ball Z character, I was thinking about it as he was building it. I'm like, that'd be pretty cool. Not my cup of tea, but definitely something you can do.
Yeah.
Silent Hunter. No, that's Spy. I'm thinking Spy Hunter, not the right game.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna jump over to a leg. I think that's why it was on the leg page last time. I'm sorry. I'll figure it out somehow.
No worries. Did I put this upside down? There you go. This.
Autofox and I appreciate your help. I'm sorry that I'm not getting it.
It was at EB Games for $49 regular price, but they were one sale and I got my membership. Oh, 27. You got it half price. Dang. Respect that deal. Wait, what? Something's wrong here.
What's going on?
My gun isn't combining like Voltron.
Uh-oh.
I think I'm missing a part. I gotta go back.
So Armchair says there's an optional difficulty setting in Silent Hunter 3 where you realistically have to plot torpedo solutions because World War II torpedoes didn't home in on the enemy. So you actually had to calculate the enemy ship trajectory to hit them, like real captains did in the 40s. In the Cold War, torpedoes had active sonar on them to home in. Interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Otto just says it's okay.
Oh. I'm sorry. I appreciate it. We'll figure it out. And Belle was asking if either of us watch Markiplier because he's been watching his power washing series.
I do. I actually caught him when I wanted to watch a playthrough of Alien Isolation, and hilarious. I like Markiplier's stuff. His Fatal Frame playthroughs are one of my favorites. And then when people animate it afterwards, I die because I'm like, that's so good. That is so good. I found out why it wasn't sticking now.
Why?
Because the little tip at the end of the miniature gun, I didn't cut it out and put it on. That was the main thing that keeps it together. See, now it's one piece. It's one piece, guys. Look.
One Piece.
But not the one piece you're thinking of. With headphones here.
And Armchair says, speaking of Subnautica, I like both Markiplier and Jacksepticeye's Subnautica playthroughs.
I haven't seen those ones, but I imagine hilarious. And I haven't watched a lot of Jack's stuff, but he seems like a good guy.
Yeah, I have to catch up.
Have you ever, it's gonna sound like a weird question. Have you ever played a game that you watched a YouTuber playing and then end up in the same room as them?
Oh, I don't know. I think like I'll watch somebody play something for a little bit, and if I like it, I'll stop because I don't want to see too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Like I've been in the same openings and stuff, but nothing like too, unusual. How about you?
By accident, I ran into two.
Oh, you mean like the server, like the same
Yeah,
room?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. No,
And
no.
I thought I was tripping for a second. I'm like, wait, you're that guy on YouTube. I'm like,
No.
I was playing Monster Hunter. It was both Monster Hunter, by the way. So I was playing Monster Hunter 3 on the Wii U, and then I end up in I'm pretty sure his name was Prince Boo. There's he's not like a big YouTuber, but he was like one I was following for Monster Hunter specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm pretty sure him and his buddy were just like, because I jumped into the room and they're like, oh, whatever. They didn't pay me much attention for being a fanboy, so it's fine. But the other guy was funny. He was a guy who has a lot of rant videos on YouTube. His name was like Joseph D. Sion or something like that.
Okay.
And he had really good points about the community and stuff. So then I'm playing, and then I just see his name pop up on screen, and I'm like, wait a minute.
That's
not
really
the same
cool.
guy, is this? And then he kicks this one guy who ends up not helping, like they stayed in camp. So after we beat it, he's like, yo, we good? And I'm like, yeah, man. I go, also, I love your stuff on YouTube. And it kind of took him back because I guess he wasn't expecting that.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, wow, man. I never expected it. I'm like, yeah, man, I love your videos. They're great. Well done. Good points. It's just 2 times that's happened only. But that was pretty cool.
That is really cool.
Not often, but yes. Oh, in that case, no. Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's never happened since, but I thought that's a really cool oh, snap. You're that guy. What do I do? I did go to a con and meet the Completionist, if you're familiar with.
Oh yeah.
Really, really nice guy. What he puts on the screen, from what I can tell, that is his real personality.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to be one of those guys that, oh my God, I love you at the convention. So we're all in the dealer room, and I just with my 2 friends, I'm like, okay. So I just walked up, I'm like, hi, excuse me, are you the Completionist? Like, yeah, man. Hey, I just want to say I love your work. Please keep up the good work. And he's like, oh, thanks, man. Just shook his hand because I'm pretty sure he's with his girlfriend at the time. I didn't want to interrupt whatever the hell they were doing. So just quick in, out, and line my life.
That's funny. You're trying to keep it cool. Keep it cool.
Yes. And yes, Otto, Eljex. I mean, I know that's not the pronunciation, but I will call it Eljex. That convention. Their panel got full, to say at least. That 100%, I could not get into that panel, but it was fun. I thought you meant, have I been playing a game that a streamer is playing and we were both in the same part of the game? Oh, no.
That's what I thought at first too.
But I do agree that if I like the game, I will stop watching and go play it because I don't want it to be spoiled.
That's the same way that I feel about trailers, right? Because you were talking about the
He-Man trailer.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so mad about that.
Where I'm like, okay, I'm set. I do want to watch that, so I'm not going to see any more of it.
Let me clean up that gun.
Okay, this feels like progress. This feels better.
Oh, you were competing in it. Yo, Otto, what were you playing? What game? So LGX, for people to know, is like a big gaming convention, or they have like different tournaments running, a bunch of like LAN computers set up for like PUBG
Nice.
and stuff, and they have like a mini museum of like the old school games to like modern. So you jump from like I don't know, Atari all the way to PS4 or whatever, PS3 at the time.
That's really cool.
Hearts, yeah. I guess everybody plays Stardew Valley on PC. My friends play it on the Switch. They do split screen because they're a married couple, so they were like, "Let's play it together." But I played it on PC. Have you heard of Outward on the PC?
Outward. I don't think so. What is it?
Also, Shipapu, thank you for coming in. Yo, Jonah Bleak lurking and cooking
Hey.
up some sausages. And Hearthstone
Nice.
says Auto, nice. And I guess yeah. So it's like it's a role-playing game.
Mm-hmm.
With like skill trees and stuff, but you are no hero. You're just a regular schlub that lives in this world. So your actions were not gonna like stop a big villain or anything. You're just the guy who lives in this village, and some stuff happened to you, and to the point where, if especially for playing co-op, it's weird. But like for instance, if you go out and go into a bandit camp and then you faint or die, quote unquote, you don't respawn back at home. You wake up in their dungeon.
Oh no.
Without all your stuff, and you're like, oh god, and they're still there. They're still there. So you're like, I had to fight my way through this, and I have nothing now.
That's pretty excellent.
It's been fun. Octopus, what up?
Hey, Angry, how you doing? Folks, if you want another wonderful... Actually, we need a shout out for Papu, too. Oops. Yeah, if you want another fantastic Gunpla streamer, go ahead and give Angry a follow.
Working on it.
Thank you. All right.
There you go. Have you heard of Minecraft? Obviously, Daniel. Just saying. But yeah, it's a very interesting game. I remember me and Six Station spent 2 hours trying to get out of the bandit camp because we kept dying and being thrown back in the prison. And there's obviously like a negative effect to dying. Like you get like out of your full HP or your full stamina or your full mana, you get like a burned out portion you can't get back until you do certain things.
Gotcha. Outward, you said, right?
Outward, yeah.
Okay.
It's a rough one. Oh man, and the map doesn't correspond to which way you're facing. You just get a map, and you gotta assume which way you're going. I'm like, damn, this is rough.
I need a compass.
Kind of thing, and you get to pick when mana has to be unlocked. First of all, you have to make this trek to get mana, and you can choose. You have to sacrifice, I think it's HP for mana and how much you want to go for each, like a ratio. So I did a balance, and then Six did pure mana. And I just remember we were trying to combo spells because you can combo spells. So I can make a fire circle, and if he stands in the fire circle, his he got flamethrower, which basically he pulls up a lamp and he shoots the fire out of the lamp. But if he stands in my flame circle, it becomes like this giant fireball that he can shoot across.
That's awesome.
It's nuts. Like, I wish there was like, it was. I mean, I like the hardcoreness of it, but it's intimidating sometimes. And
How did I not hear about this?
You have to keep warm. Like it's some intense stuff. Oh man.
Wow.
It
sounds.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, Yazoo, we just talking about this game called Outward for context, but go on.
Oh, I was gonna say, Armchair sounds like they played it too, because they say you can also roll back a save. Or are they talking about RimWorld? That's the one thing I like about RimWorld. Your colony or colonists can be wiped out by things, and the game has permadeath. Oh, okay, yeah. So that makes sense. I tend to read stuff backwards, sorry. And Belle also said, I used to not watch games that I wanted to play due to spoilers, but these days you don't have the time to play, so you just watch so you can live through them vicariously. Makes sense.
Or if it's a system you don't own and you can't, and it's a exclusive like PS5 stuff.
Yes.
I'm not gonna get a PS5 anytime soon, so I'm like, okay, let's watch this guy play. Another question for everybody, but oblique. Have you ever made a prediction not expecting it to come true, and it turned out to be true about a game or I guess a movie or something. You're like, that's what's gonna happen. You're like, oh, it did. It did happen that way. Like, dang. I was just kind of guessing, but it happened like that.
Yes.
So what was it?
Or
the best one, I guess. Best prediction that came true and you weren't expecting it to come true.
Trying to think. I just feel like most of the time it's like when I'd be watching a movie and I'd like say the most ridiculous thing. I'm like, you watch, it's gonna be this after all, and then it is. I can't remember a specific though, and I don't want to spoil anything either.
Uh-oh.
How about you? Oh no, where'd you go?
Oh no! No, what's going on?
Uh-oh.
Oh, guys, we're having some technical difficulties. Hold on.
Oh, your build's back?
Okay. Oh, wait, you're back as well. Cool.
Oh, good,
Okay.
good.
So I got you're predicting something in a movie would happen, and then the most ridiculous thing, and then...
Oh, yeah, and then it did come true. But, like I said, I can't think of anything in particular, and I don't want to spoil anything either. Uh-oh.
We'll give it a sec, guys. Catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Morning, Spectre. We're working on it. We are working on it. So just give a sec. So some issues, guys. Hold on. But welcome on, Inspector. Good morning. Let me reload this. Oh. It's all good, guys. It's all good.
Okay, are we back?
I think so.
So sorry, I don't know what's going on.
Nobody wants to hear your prediction.
Yeah, there we go. So let's change the subject.
I was gonna say the one. Wait. Oh, now I don't even remember what my prediction was. Where I was like, "That's gonna happen," and then it happened. It's fine. Well, yes, guys, welcome on, Inspector. If you aren't aware, we are doing a co-stream. Let me get my thing up here. With Oblique. But good morning. Hope you're doing well. Let me close this. Okay, we're good. We are good. I guess if there... Oh! I know. Okay. I know exactly what it was now, because we're talking about video games. Are you familiar with God of War 3?
Mm-hmm.
Did you play God of War 3?
Some of it, not the whole thing.
Are you planning to finish God of War 3?
I am.
Okay. Well, there was a boss battle in that game when it was announced. And I was talking to my friend about it at work. I'm like, it'd be really cool if you fought this Greek deity right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I said. And I go, if it was voiced by a certain person who's known to portray that person in like other like media. I said it off the cuff, like whatever. And then it's one of those things. I wasn't planning to get the game, so I watched somebody play through it.
Right.
As they're playing through it, they get to a point and they do get that deity. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I start listening to the voice. I'm like, wait a minute. And it was exactly what I predicted.
Wow.
Like I predicted it was gonna be the actor playing the character, and I'm like, wow. I was just saying that as a joke.
Yeah, how did that even?
Boom. And even the Nintendo Direct that came out about some of the games that were coming out, and nobody knew what would be on it. I'm like, oh, watch, it's like Mario and Rabbids 2, right? I said it laughingly. Next, a couple days, it pops up. I'm like, I was joking, guys. I didn't know. I was just joking.
Yeah, I've never been really good with that kind of like game prediction or anything like that. It's mostly movie stuff. Do you mind? I don't know if this will help if you refresh your Basecamp link. Because I don't have you anymore. I don't know what happened.
Would right-click properties refresh the cache work?
You could try that, yeah.
Well, I meant on your end.
Oh, yeah, I could try that too. Yeah. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah. That's what I do when, like, sometimes mine glitches out on yours. Yours glitches out on my end. I just right-click refresh the properties. Because I remember Neon does that when he makes an update to something. And then he's like, I just refresh it. I'm like, oh, that saves me the problem of restarting everything.
Well, thank you for teaching me that.
There you go. Was it? Nah, we're not saying any names. Because Oblique wants to play it on...
I know, I'm bad that way. I drop stuff.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Good character. If you know who he is in real life too, you're like, oh, that's a good pick. And is it me or is everyone here? Hey, it's Saturday morning. We're all here for some fun.
Well, hello.
Me with also predicting Nintendo Record Show No More Heroes 3. Hey, there you go. I think the only movie one that I called or I wanted to happen and it did happen was Die Hard. The last Die Hard that came out. Was it 5? I don't remember what it is. I don't watch Die Hard normally except number 1 for Christmas time. But whatever the last one that came out with Bruce Willis is, they jumped out the building because the guy was crashing the helicopter into it. And I thought to myself, it'd be really cool and funny if he flipped him off as he slowly jumped out the window. So here comes the helicopter. It crashes in, and you see Bruce Willis with his fingers. I'm like, what? And I start slapping my friend. I'm like, I just called it. Oh my god.
That's pretty good.
Oh man.
That's a good question.
Oh, for sure. What's up?
That's a good question, though.
Yeah. Here, Belle. I'm gonna send you in a whisper. It was. Ooh, what's his name? If you're familiar with the actor, it's like such a mind bender to get around. All right. Do these go anywhere though?
Belle says that's hilarious.
Right? And I said it randomly that should be a thing, and it was. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Okay.
So speaking of Marvel and anime and stuff where people typically have superhuman powers, if you could have any kind of power, what would you have?
Tactile telekinesis.
And
if you said only one power, right?
I mean, only for one? You, we could do more.
No, because like if we're doing one power, that's the main reason I would choose that, because you can imitate a bunch of powers with that one power.
Tactile
if you wanted to fly, you basically are ripping yourself through the air with tactile telekinesis. You wanted to look like you have super strength, you're basically lifting it up with tactile telekinesis. And people are like, well, why not just full-blown telekinesis? Because Superboy has tactile telekinesis. And people who don't know what that is, you have to touch the object to influence your telekinetic field on it.
And good morning to you, Bromod. How's it going? Hope you're having a great day. Thanks so much for joining us. I am here today with the lovely Joerinferno, so if you're not already following him, please give him a follow. I met Bromod through a raid. Innervate asked us if we could raid Bromod, and really chill streamer, really chill Gunpla builder, showed off Zoids, which was fun. Yeah. Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for joining us.
Dig. Why don't I see a button? What?
And Belle says, ability to transform people into things, creatures, and forms. I would love to be able to give everyone the ideal physical version of themselves, no matter what. Huh.
Pretty cool. What about everyone else? Open question.
Yeah.
Open question. I'd say fast healing. I tend to injure myself pretty often, so it works out. But is that fast healing in the natural sense? Because my understanding is the more you heal, which is a replication of cells, the more the cells tire out, which is what people are arguing against Wolverine and his rapid ability to regenerate. Because then if you're rapidly creating cells, the cells will die quicker because of it. Like you're aging, you're shortening your lifespan essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So, something to think about for those who want to heal. Oh! Broma, thank you for the follow. Kick up your feet, grab yourself a cup of joe. You're in Jemama's house now. That's the same problem with teleportation, I found out. Because the world is constantly moving, so unless you can teleport to a specific point and you know the point, the moment you teleport, the planet's already moved out of the place of where you want to go.
So you might be off. Huh, I never thought of it that way. Well, I feel like my answer to the question is going to make it complicated too, because I feel like I would want the power to stop time. Mainly because I'd want to be able to get more projects like done in a day. But I don't know how that would affect stuff.
I mean, you'd have to keep in mind, are you still aging while time stops, or if you
Right.
cut yourself while time stops, does it not heal? Like, do you not bleed out? Like, how does it work? Right? There's so many things, and that is, I think, how Recovery Girl works in My Hero Academia.
Or, you know, if I wanted a glass of water, do I have to unpause time real quick so the water will pour? Don't know.
It'd be an interesting thought process.
Mm-hmm.
And Old Man Logan makes that a very interesting. Yeah, it was a very good take on it, because the whole time the metal's in his body, he's getting metal poisoning, and his body's trying to keep up with the metal poisoning, but also rapidly heal himself at the same time. So that's why he was actually like, at the end of the movie, people who watch it want to watch it. I'm not going to spoil it, so that's why that explains the end of the movie basically. Got a YOLO things, yowza, on that wildlife.
And Anger says, same with Deadpool, his body needs to keep regenerating through the cancer.
Yeah. As fast as his body was recovering from the cancer, it was also replicating the cancer too at the same time. So it was like a double-edged sword.
Ooh, Zonda says, the power of probability would be a kind of all things superpower.
But probability is just your best, like the most accurate estimate about what's going to happen, right? Not necessarily it could happen that way, my understanding. Because that's Knight. That's that guy in My Hero Academia, Knight.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Or Knight something.
I want to say Nighthawk, but I feel like that's wrong.
He had that ability.
Yeah. And Belle says, have we seen the final episode of Futurama? They have an interesting take on it if time stopped.
Yes.
I have not.
It's a great episode. Another one of those tearjerker ones.
Oh, I'm sure. Because there's already points in the series where it gets so sad.
But the showrunners said they did that because they didn't know if they'd ever get another season. So every time they always end it like that, that's why. It's like, well, this might be the last one, guys. Let's go over the bang.
Night Eye, thank you.
Almost teared up, says Bro Mod.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, Deadpool always makes dark and hilarious jokes, and he YOLOs everything. It's true.
Yeah, it's true. There's
and he's part of the Disney universe now.
Oh my gosh. Everything is the Disney universe now.
Oh, man. One of my professors, who's also my advisors, worked on Futurama. What?
Neat.
What were they doing? Like, what was their position? Like, are they allowed to say? Are you allowed to say? I'm pretty sure if he mentioned it in class, it's public knowledge.
Mm-hmm. And Angry says, yeah, teleportation's my go-to. Just make life easier.
Also, with teleportation, like, it depends on how you teleport, I guess. Because if it's like the fly teleportation, it's rough. If you guys are familiar with the fly, is that too old of a reference?
No, we got it.
Like, animation, he showed us some stuff. Hey, all right.
I had a sociology professor that was obsessed with Futurama and would show us clips whenever we could. And then the same semester I had a communications professor that was obsessed with Seinfeld and would show us clips whenever he could. So I was like, I'm okay with this.
Okay, got that. There's also the issue with teleportation in general. If it's like Star Trek teleportation, or even, I guess, Stargate teleportation, where you go through the wormhole, people are like, they brought it up in a Star Trek episode. It's like, with beaming you up, are you still the you that entered the beam in the first place? Because you get deconstructed down to the molecular structure, then rebuilt on the other side. So are you really you, or did you die the moment your self was disassembled? So it's like that's the mind thing. So are you doing that kind of teleportation, or like Nightcrawler teleportation, where he opens up a dimensional gate into another world to pass through to get out on the other end?
It's hard to say.
Okay, so there, like Angry Octopus is talking about the hell teleportation. There you go. Okay, fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Val says, see, my thing is I'd want a superpower that would help other people somehow. You just want to make things better for others. Well, I feel like you have that superpower right now in real life.
Hey.
Right? Hey, Zamboni, how you doing? Hope you're having a
Hello.
great day. We're with the excellent Joe today. I think you folks know each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zamboni stopped in on our art stream. It was like draw
Nice.
Nathan some boobs when I was talking about I can't draw them. Like I can't do that right now. Good times. How you doing? Welcome on in. I just woke up. Oh, well, good morning. Good morning.
Got some feet.
Hey, I'm building the swords, but I don't think there's a place to holster them, which is my number one gripe about some Gunpla builds. You have weapons, and there's no place to hide them on an HG. I get it, it's an HG, guys, but because if I remember right, in the show, it had like a RoboCop side leg where the beam comes out, like the compartment opens, and then you pull it out.
Zamboni, why would I lick the foot?
The build ritual must be done.
I don't know, there's like plastic shavings and stuff all over it. Let me see.
This gun is pretty cool, though.
Yeah. Looks good. And Daniel says there's some Marvel characters that are way too much for reading the movies, like, for example, The Beyonder or One Above All. So do you mean that, like, the stories would be too complicated for a movie?
Well, I argue against the well, not the Beyonder, but the One Above All. I argue, depending. How do I say this? People who, if you watched a certain show, you know what I'm talking about. That's all I'm gonna say. But like, it can be done. I think it still can be done. The Beyonder, they would probably have to depower because he's too OP based on the Spider-Man cartoon, if I remember him correctly. And yo, Mountain Dew, welcome on in. 5 days till Beast Wars returns. Yes. For those who don't know, Netflix's Transformers series, War for Cybertron, Caesar Cybertron, whatever, of Cybertron. It's in 3 parts. First part is War for Cybertron, Siege. That's it. Then it's Earthrise, and they're releasing the Kingdom. And if you're a Beast War fan, you gotta watch the Kingdom because they're going back to the Beast Wars. Not the same voice actors, though, unfortunately, because unions, apparently.
Gotcha.
But it looks pretty cool. The toys are sick, though. I mean, I don't know if Bleep collects those toys, but those toys are awesome.
I don't think so. But he might get to him eventually. And Mountain Dew, thank you so much for the follow. Super duper appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. And Bromod says, I went to a comic book convention with some friends with no idea what to expect. Saw Billy West, the voice of Fry, and got chat with him a bit and got this picture signed too. Very cool.
Did you do the voice? Did you do the voice? We are slightly breaking up.
Uh-oh. Shoo.
No worries. But welcome on in, guys. Welcome on in. If you're brand new here, we're just having some slight issues. No worries. Oblique will be back. And if you're not following Oblique, make sure you check out Oblique. Boom. Have you seen your cursed sandwich? I have not. And yo, Mountain Dew. I'm excited, man. I can't wait to do that podcast too. No, there's some issues, bro. Don't worry. There's some issues. Dude, it's going to be a ride and followed. Respect. But I can't wait to discuss that. Have you seen the He-Man stuff? I'm a little on the fence with the He-Man stuff. I understand what it did, but... I would say you got to look at mostly the magical super beings in the universe, Daniel. Like the celestial. What's that guy called? Infinity. You couldn't do Infinity. I don't think so. The Human Tribunal. Same thing. That'd be kind of weird. those will be kind of hard to do. Panic, yo, don't panic. Everyone, don't panic.
So sorry about that, Joe. I don't know what's going on.
And no worries. I mean, we've been having a good. When did we start? 4 hours so far. So I'm like, I don't know. It seems to be fine. And then maybe it's just everyone's waking up and everyone's getting on that internet. So it is what it is.
Now, it's strange too because last summer we were having some issues and they changed like everything outside, and then wintertime was like perfect. Everything was great. And now I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's something to do with summer. No idea.
Or maybe they're working on something? Question mark?
Could be.
Here you go. I sent you the sandwich. Looking. Oh, anything
Shoo.
funny? Thank
you for your patience. Sorry about that.
Oh, that is monstrous. Zamboni. Yo. Dobbs, welcome. Good morning, sir.
Beefcake, thank you so much.
Guys, we're not following Corbin Dobbs. He's another Canadian Gunpla streamer. One of the first people I've actually followed on on Twitch. How you doing, man? Welcome on in. We're doing a co-stream with Oblique.
Hello. Hope you're doing well.
And we're just having some fun. We're chilling, chatting, and building Gunpla, and occasionally drawing. Which I think you still have a drawing.
I do. So I figured I could try to put this stuff on the feet, and then we'll get to the drawing.
Sounds good.
And how you doing, Beefcake? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just looking through. Mountain Dew again. Welcome on in. And doing good, chilling. Parents came by to visit, so I'm gonna be up and down. No worries, do your thing.
Nice.
And I think I'll be free. I'm not sure if I'll have anything to build though. I'll see what I can pull out. I'll come by. What time are you starting? 9 p.m. I'll drop by, man, for sure. Okay, I will never type Gundam in the search option of Twitch. Never, ever again. Why, Harry? Yeah, what did you find? It's gonna be a giggle for sure. Interesting. Everything okay, Oblique?
Perhaps.
Okay.
I think I screwed something up. Let's see.
Oh.
Are we good?
I think so.
Okay. Whew. Whew. Brigadier. So sorry. Alright, we should be good?
Just do it. There's a part where it says people who looked for this did watch this too. Oh. Interesting.
Okay.
Do a quick one. Let's see. Just type Gundam, eh? Okay.
Aw.
Oh. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a no for me as well. I mean, you know, you do you, but that is definitely not okay. Respect it. Great. Welcome on in. Oh no, you Oblique.
What has happened? Is it down again?
No, but like there was like slight roboticism.
Oh no.
That's why I say don't search for Gundam ever again. That's a weird recommendation for people who searched Gundam. I don't recommend. I mean, you know, if you're curious, guys, look, do what Warharry did. I was wondering what would pop up, and honestly, I should have seen that coming. But it's all good. If that's what you'd like to watch, then you are more than happy to watch it. No judgment here. But yeah. I personally don't like it.
Everybody can do their own thing.
Yeah.
Alright, hopefully we're all good now. I'm so sorry. Ed Bell had said some really sweet stuff in the chat about us, which I appreciate.
Aww.
I know.
Bell. Wait, Belle, this one's for you. Wait, ready? Ready? Wait. Wait, it's on an angle. And I'm in the middle. Wait.
No, the router's just not being nice. All right, but we should be good now. Let me know if anything more happens.
Okay. For sure.
Okay, okay.
The search cries out, yeah, I mean, probably. It's all good, though. Unless you search up Gundam Battle Operation 2 or any Gundam game, then it's good. So what you're saying is I'm surrounded by perverts. I mean, tomato. I mean, they're just, like, they're working with what the system... How do I explain this? They're hustling. Like how they're working the meta. They're working the meta. That's the current meta. I can't blame someone who's trying to work the meta and get, like, max views, max. That's how it is. That's how it is. That's with any kind of streaming platform. What, like, for instance, on YouTube, it's like you have to have a certain amount of time to get even shown up. So I can't fault anyone for doing it. It's just not my cup of tea. That's all. That's what I'll say on it. That's all.
Yeah, Obtuse says, respect the hustle.
Yeah, I respect the hustle no matter what. Just not my cup of tea. I don't have stickers, which is fine. I did have one sticker though. I put it on the chest piece here. I don't know if you can make that out on the bottom.
Oh yeah, I see it.
And that's the GN drive for people who don't know, which is a solar reactor, which again is another... I think it's a concept technology, but doesn't exist in real life, where it perpetually creates energy. Once you get it going. However, this particular version of a mobile suit doesn't have the true GN drive, because obviously those are hard to make in the show, lore-wise. So it has like a pseudo... It does all the same functions, like in terms of powering the weapons, the mobile suit, but it does not have perpetual... it doesn't sustain itself with its own energy.
Gotcha. And Bromod says, I'm picking up a RX-79G MG and some other kits later today. So this is the best way to start the morning. That's awesome.
Ooh. What's the G designation? Like, how does it differ? I'm just gonna Google it.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either. So let me know. I'm not gonna touch anything.
Clearly, it's based off the RX, but like to what degree has it evolved?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like it. It's more like thicker than the Grandpa Gundam, which I appreciate. And it looks like it can be using a sniper gun, which is also pretty cool.
Chat saying ground type, which just makes me think of Pokemon, but...
Oh, MS Team! So is it anything like the Easy 8 Gundam? Because I see a backpack. It looks very similar. That's
and also,
cool,
welcome back, Bleep. Hope you're doing well. You must be on lunch, I think. How's work? Hopefully it's okay.
So what Markel? Oh no, Daniel. I answered. I say the celestial beings, like Eternity, Infinity, the Living Tribunal would be way too hard to do in a Marvel movie. I guess you must have missed it when I said it earlier. But those are too hard to do in Marvel Universe, personally. Nobody wants to see me in a Borat suit. Ooh, I mean, maybe. I told a friend, look like red GN drive in a biogas-driven V8, and a green GN drive runs with real good. Hey, that's a good example. Yes, ground type gets developed into the Easy 8. I thought so.
Mm-hmm.
That was like one of the first kits I asked Gambit to pick on his stream. I'm like, yeah, let's build that one. That looks cool. It had like a backpack with all the stuff in it. Like a Gundam with a backpack that has all the guns and stuff. That was pretty cool.
Neat. So Bleep says, good, yes, lunch. Work we won't talk about. Uh-oh. And Bromod says, ground type from 8th MS team. Highly suggest watching the show. Yeah, no spoilies, no spoilies. And Zamboni also says, it's a pretty awesome show. Well, good.
I have it. Like, I have it in a backlog of... I have a backlog for anime to watch. As well. And that's, like, sitting in my closet, the DVD. I'm like, I should really watch this. But I'm trying to watch it in order. Because, like, there's a timeline to the UC universe, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. Also, for anyone who wants to get into kit bashing, pro tip: if you have extra pieces, save them because you never know. You might break something later on, or you might need it for something.
Okay, it's drawing time.
A Joe boat? Please no. I don't know what that is, but I'm in.
Let's see.
3,000 show. It's good lunch we work. We won't talk about. I want a goof custom from the 08 MS team. Also for Gundam, it focuses on the horror of war and it's more adult. That's what I heard. People compared Hathaway's Flash to it, I think, or it might have been another movie.
Interesting.
Stardust Memories, maybe. Anyways, dark. I love the darkness of it.
King Crimson.
Also, I will BRB. I'm going to
Okay.
grab another drink and refresh myself. Be right back, guys.
Alright, so I figured I'd take some time to do this drawing before we run out of time. So it's supposed to be the King Crimson from JoJo. Which I have not seen this guy before. So it looks like that. Let's see. Anyone tried to get anything from P Bandai during the Comic-Con releases? Stuff has been wild. That's what you told me the other day. I don't know if anybody else in chat has tried. War in the Pocket is pretty hard too. Like So Many Gundam is about Horror's War. Gotcha. Still have no idea how King Crimson's powers work. What kind of powers does King Crimson have? Let me try to do something here real quick. And sorry again about my computer problems. I'm not really sure what was going on. Yes. Alright, I'll keep Joe up on my phone to hopefully keep up with that chat. Oh, $550 order? Wow. I think everyone should watch 8th. Alright, let me find a good picture for us to work off of. The last one I did was kind of like a portrait. So I think this one should be in the same style. So for folks who may not have seen, I can show you here. This was the one that we had before. Welcome back, Joe.
Thank you. I will be flipping up my mic as I chew because I'm eating leftover cold pizza because I am a college person like that.
Sounds good, though. Trying to find a good reference picture. These stands are cool, but they're like kind of creepy looking at the same time.
It's kind of weird because they're supposed to be their like soul personified in
Right.
physical form. So I don't know what that says about a person when you see that.
I know, because I don't know if you're a fan of the Persona series. That's what it reminds me of.
But I wonder if they were influenced by JoJo since JoJo came out since the 80s, right?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. They have JoJo model kits? Do they really? Wonder if they're similar to like the Dragon Ball kits.
Cold pizza as in leftover pizza that was just like still in the box. You ordered it last night, still out. I'm like, yeah.
It's one of those kind of days.
Yep. And when I say college rules, because like when I was in like post secondary, that's usually what I would do. Just like if there's food, I'm like, all right, cool. Because you can't be picky in college. Or
Yeah.
university, you can't be picky with food. I had a friend who lived off Mr. Noodles for like a month. The most unhealthy thing you can do, but you do what you gotta do, because that tuition ain't gonna pay itself.
Mm-mm.
Whew. All right. So our Jinx is complete, I think. Let me double check the runners. Yes, it is.
Huzzah.
Really big hands, really long legs, but I dig it. That gun's pretty cool though. It's like the size of like almost the whole Gundam itself. It's not even a Gundam. The unit itself. Look at that. Then it has the optional hand for the beam saber. I like the gun, so we're just gonna keep that. I'm just trying to see if I can pose it where it's holding the gun almost like that. Let's see if I can do that. There you go. We can get him in like. And I broke that off. No, I didn't. Also gotta start taking pictures, like full pictures in the light box for this.
Yeah, that would be cool.
We just like the gun. I mean, you're not wrong. I'm actually a big fan of the exhaust fins. I don't know what you want to call that. That make the X shape on this kit. It's actually really cool. Yeah, let's actually do something like that. Bend the knee. Kind of thing.
Yeah, so Joe, remind us, how did you make your light box?
So, I took a apple box. The lid of the apple box. You can go to your local grocery store, and they generally, if you ask for it, they'll give it to you if they have it. And then I cut 2 squares on the side. So 2 squares on the side, like here. Obviously not the whole side, because you need that frame still of the box to hold the shape. And then on the top, I did a similar thing on the top of the box, so it still has the frame. And then I put wax paper on top and on the sides that I cut to diffuse the light as it comes through.
Mm-hmm.
And then the inside is just like the biggest blank white sheet of something, a paper you can get to fill the backdrop.
Gotcha. Okay.
My floor of the light box is a black piece of Bristol board, and in retrospect, I should have bought a white Bristol board to change it up at times. But the background is just a white long piece of paper.
That
And then
works.
I just lower my ring light here on the top of the box to get the light in. And for some, it looks like it's okay from what I've only practiced it a couple times. I'm sure if I had better lighting, like on the bottom 2, you can get a better effect. But people also have just used black Bristol board as a backdrop, and it worked out fine. And I'm by no means an expert, guys, but you know, I mean, we can learn together, as you know, throughout all the failures and some successes, but
Right.
probably mostly failures.
That's how you learn.
Yes, but that's this kit. I'm definitely gonna change the head, maybe not the body so much, and then we'll get a custom paint job for it from our friend Angelo O'Baby. Okay, let's put this aside. Oh, you know what? We can keep him here. I think he's flying.
Well, we don't have to wait for me to, finish this.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, did we go down again?
No!
Oh my goodness.
It dropped
Uh-oh.
again. Wow.
Ay, ay, ay.
Are you back? Hello?
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. If you can't hear me, it's all good.
I can hear you.
Okay. I typed it in just in case. But
Okay. I don't know what is going on.
I don't know. This does, guys. This,
Oh,
think
Joe, this may be our place to call it.
it might be, but let me at least refresh my cache here and see. That's not it. Thank you for the wise words, and thank you for the lurk, tacos.
Thank you. Yeah, so I mean, you finished what you were gonna do today, right?
Yes.
I'm obviously not gonna finish a master grade, you know, within this time frame, but I really appreciate you hanging out with me today.
For sure. Thank you for joining me and then agreeing to do this because
Yeah,
I ended
of
this
course.
early in the morning.
Of
as
course. Well, no, I appreciate it. You worked with my schedule too. So why don't we find somebody to raid? That way we can avoid more of these issues. What do you think?
I'm sorry, I did not hear the last part of that.
Oh no, we should find someone to raid.
It's cutting in and out on Discord. So I'm not
Gotcha.
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
But Belle, thank you. You're very kind.
Belle is very kind.
It's all good. Let's see. Okay. So I closed my build camera. I'm trying to see if that helps. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
Chill hop. We'll leave the chill hop on. Reload player. Let me see. Reload. It's all good. Let us do the typing in chat. It's probably
Okay.
just as good. If we can't hear each other. But guys, I would like to thank you as well on my end for joining
Awesome.
myself and Oblique. It's been fun. Again, if you haven't followed Oblique, make sure you check out Oblique here. Co-streams are still pretty cool. I definitely recommend if you can get it going. We do have, you have issues like this, just roll with it. It's always a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
I had fun time. Oblique, I think we're back.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Well, thank you so much. And I was trying to say, I really appreciate being here, but let's find somebody to raid.
Yes, I picked last time, so if you have somebody this time, we will go.
Well, we were talking about Angelo. Angelo's on.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's do that then.
But thanks, folks. I appreciate it. Sorry again about the issues.
All right, so we are gonna hit up Mr. Angelo. Oh baby, guys, good friend of the channel, very very supportive person, very very kind, and very chatty. So if you like to chat, we are going to the right place.
Yeah.
When's the next time everybody can catch your streams?
Oh, I usually stream on Tuesdays at 5:30 p.m., but tomorrow in the evening, probably 6 p.m. EST, I'll be doing a reading of Moby Dick.
So
How about
6
you,
p.m.
Joe?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
6 p.m. tomorrow for Oblique. Myself, it'll be tomorrow. I was supposed to do something tonight, but I don't feel it. So tomorrow I'll be on Sunday, 12 o'clock, doing another co-stream with Nephilim.
Nice.
I didn't even press the raid button. I'm so sorry, guys. Now we're queuing up to raid. Yeah. What do
right.
you want to say when we go in?
What did we say last time? Joe Bleaked?
That's a good one.
Yeah. You've been Joe Bleaked?
You've been Joe. Let's see. B-L-I-Q. Bleaked. There you go. Is that okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So that and spam some emails, guys, when we go in. Otherwise, you guys have been lovely, wonderful people. Thank you for joining us today.
All right.
We'll catch you on our next streams, everybody. Remember,
Thanks so
when we go in
much.
there. Peace out.